It's time for high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming on the AM 1310 WDPN Facebook page, X, and the Q92 YouTube channel. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on AM 1310 WDPN. This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
Here they go! Touchdown!
Caras Stadium here on the campus of the University of Mount Union. Tonight it is high school football. The Alliance Aviators taking on the Louisville Leopards. Hi again, everybody. I'm Sam Berkman, joined by my partner, as always, Caleb Norick, as we come to you from the Carnation City for a battle of 1-0 teams tonight on a beautiful Friday night. We're going to be in the 60s. The sun is out, a nary a wind. It is a beautiful night for high school football here in Stark County. All right, the Louisville Leopards winning their opener over New Philadelphia 24-0. Alliance took a little road trip to Parma last weekend. They knocked off the Bruins of Parma Padua Franciscan by the score of 25-3. The Leopards, a very stingy defense last week. Alliance, a very stingy defense. Louisville, a shutout. The Flyers only gave up 3 to Parma just 7 days ago. But don't be fooled now. Both these teams can score, and I think on a beautiful night like tonight and a very fast track, you could see some points on the board here at the old stadium. Caleb, welcome back in. You got your pregame duties done down there. The banners are looking good. The interviews are in the box, and we're getting closer to kickoff here tonight. But what stands out to you about these two teams as we get ready here? Chris Kappas in his third year. It looks like that stamp is being put on this program, and it's got his name written all over it, doesn't it?
We're talking with him pregame. He's looking for them to make that next step this season, and part of that is making the step from week 1 to week 2 and solidifying those mistakes that you inevitably make when that week 1 comes. And the way that you're going to be a good football team is to continuously improve. So you look at the scoreboard, you think everything went, well last week, but there's some things that they want to improve on. So they're looking forward to that. Alliance, same thing. They played well, but they left a lot of points on the board, and so they're hoping to turn that around this week. And they got down in the red zone and could have scored more, should have scored more. And so they're looking to make that improvement here week 2.
And the most important thing, for the most part, from what we know, both teams got out of last week healthy. Nobody really bruised or banged up as we get ready for week 2, and should be a good one here tonight as the crowd continues to file in. They opened up the gates around 5:35 today, and the crowd is coming in. And I think by the time we kick this thing off at 7 o'clock, we'll have a pretty good house here at Larry Caras Stadium. Stick around now. During the pregame show, we will continue to break down this Louisville Alliance ball game on 1310 WDPN. We will also play all of our game previews all around the county as far as the Q92 Sports Network is concerned. And if that's not enough, we will come back and we'll play interviews from both head coaches as we get ready for tonight's game. Tim Goodman of Alliance and, of course, Chris Kappas of Louisville. So lots to come up here in the next 15, 20 minutes, and then the kickoff at 7 between the Aviators and the Leopards. First, we will step away, and we will take our first breaks, and we'll come back and we'll check out our game previews all over the 330 when we get back. You're listening to High School Football on AM 1310 WDPN.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know. Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
And welcome back to Larry Karras Stadium on the campus of the University of Mount Union. Sam Burke, Caleb Nork getting ready for a little high school football tonight as the Alliance Aviators 1-0 will take on the 1-0 Louisville Leopards. Beautiful night for football. The crowd continues to come in, and now this is our chance to take you around the county. We will have updates. We will have previews now of 6 other games going on. Let's start it off here as we take you around the county during the pregame here on 1310 WDPN.
Welcome to week 2 of high school football, and welcome to Wakefield Stadium for the matchup between the 0-1 Akron St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish and the 1-0 Massillon Perry Panthers. Last season, the Panthers won in week 2, 17-0 over the Irish. It was a tough week 1 for the Fighting Irish, who suffered a 42-0 shutout loss to Nordonia. Coming off a 1-9 season, the Irish are trying to build momentum under second-year coach Dorian Grant. They'll need better production from sophomore quarterback Will Adamson and must cut down on turnovers after committing 4 last week. The Irish have lost 10 straight games dating back to last year. It was the program's fewest wins since St. Vincent and St. Mary merged in 1972. Perry's new head coach, Spencer Lino, got his tenure off to a roaring start with a 41-14 victory over Canton Central Catholic last week. The new-look Perry offense looked dynamic under sophomore quarterback Cameron Treharn, who was 6-9 passing for 182 yards and 2 long TDs in his first varsity start. First, a 70-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Wilson, and then a 56-yarder to Nazir Foster. The running game is also a strength for the Panthers, with Connor Shepard and Jonathan Lemming combining for 176 yards and 4 touchdowns week 1. Catch all the action on Q92radiosports.com, along with the Q92 YouTube channel. Join me, Ryan Keller, and my broadcast partner, Coach Antonio Hall, for the call. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. For Q92 Sports, Ryan Keller.
It's week 2, where the 0-1 New Philadelphia Quakers take on the 0-1 West Branch Warriors. The Quakers enter the 2025 season looking to make history with a chance to record its 700th win. Sitting at 698, 2 wins away. The Quakers come into this week after a tough loss in week 1 to the Louisville Leopards 24-0. The Quakers were led by junior running back Colston Fox, who rushed 3 times for 53 yards, senior wide receiver C.J. Carlson, who caught 4 passes for 68 yards, and QB Parker Rager went 13 of 23 for 105 yards, but throwing 2 interceptions. The 5-time defending Eastern Buckeye Conference champions West Branch Warriors come home to a renovated Clinton Haycock Stadium. The Warriors look to bounce back from a tough week 1 loss, 21-26 to Canfield Cardinals. West Branch was led by junior quarterback Grady Hartz, 25 of 50, 280 yards, 2 TDs, and 44 rushing yards. Senior wide receiver Jeremiah Thomas had 44 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 passing touchdown. Senior wide receiver Gavin Gregory had 5 receptions for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. The matchup is set, and both teams are hungry for a win. New Philadelphia, West Branch, 7 p.m. kickoff on Q92 Sports Network, presented by Charchone Auto Group.
These are not the Lake Blue Streaks that you've come to know. Instead of the big brawny boys that the Blue Helmets would trot out to the field every fall, the 2025 edition runs faster, jumps higher, and can punish you on both sides of the football. That's exactly what happened last week in their season opener at Division V powerhouse South Range, 49-13. Quarterback Ty DeGeorge was really a Swiss Army knife, accounting for 5 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 2 through the air, and 1 on a 70-yard punt return. And with his dad, Dan, leading the show for his 13th season, Lake has become an early dark horse candidate in the Federal League. But they'll make the drive on 680 again as they head to Spartan Stadium to take on Boardman. The Spartans are coming off a heartbreaking 29-28 Week 1 loss at the hands of the Twinsburg Tigers at home, all in part to a 44-yard go-ahead Tiger touchdown with 19 seconds left. You know the wing tee offense teams like Perry made so famous in the area? Well, Boardman does it too, along with some other tricks up their sleeves offensively. The Spartans have scored 20 or more points in their last 4 regular season games. Will the Blue Streaks head back to Lake Township 2-0, or will Boardman go back to 500 through the first 2 games? Find out tonight at 7 o'clock on the Q92 Sports Network as Robert Coleman and I bring you all the action. From Spartan Stadium in Boardman, Matt Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
The Hoover Vikings host the Medina Bees in a non-conference Week 2 matchup. Medina got off to a fast start with a 21-13 win over Stowe last week. The Bees got 261 yards passing with 3 TDs and 47 yards rushing from junior quarterback River Bloomquist. He completed 22 of 38 passes to 6 different receivers without an interception. Kellen Hathaway and Sid Lloyd combined for 11 catches and 153 yards and all 3 touchdowns. Medina runs a 5-receiver offense, so the pass is first. The rushing game picked up only 92 yards on 29 attempts. Senior linebacker Jack Fletcher led the way with 12 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. The Bees were 2-9 last season after going 47-15 the previous 5 years. They'll move from the Greater Cleveland Conference to the Suburban League next year. Hoover was even more impressive, opening with a 30-0 win over Akron-Buchtel. The Vikings limited the Griffins to 69 yards of offense, led by senior linebacker Carter Lukens, who corralled 13 tackles and 3 tackles for loss. Hoover led 16-0 at the half and got 2 quick scores in the third quarter to bring a running clock. Senior quarterback John Collins was 10 of 14 to 8 different receivers for 156 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Senior Jack Andes had 5 catches for 64 yards and a score. Running backs Michael Lamline and Gio Bianchi combined for 92 yards and 2 TDs on 16 carries. A couple of teams looking to go 2-0 meet as North Canton Hoover hosts Medina tonight at Memorial Stadium. I'm Clint Scroggs for Q92 Sports.
It's Week 2 of the high school football season, and that brings us to Austintown, Ohio, home of the Fitch Falcons, who'll be hosting the Jackson Polar Bears tonight right here on the Q92 Sports Network. The Jackson Polar Bears come into tonight's game with a 1-0 record after a 35-13 convincing win over Chardon in Week 1. The Polar Bears were led on the ground by Chase Maurer, who scored multiple touchdowns in the game, and backup quarterback Carter Mulliman, who had a great performance, including a touchdown pass to Corey Jacobs. Filling in for starting quarterback Lucas Eckerman. Coach Rohr and his Polar Bears look to continue that momentum on the road tonight here against Fitch. As far as the Fitch Falcons go, they dropped their season opener last week to Hudson by a score of 28-14. There were some bright spots for Fitch in the loss to Hudson in Week 1. Quarterback Colin Callagher threw for 153 yards on 19-33 passing with 1 touchdown and a pick. But running back DeAndre Richard was the story as he rushed for 224 yards on 18 attempts. It's a matchup of former Federal League foes, Jackson and Fitch, and you can hear it all tonight right here on the Q92 Sports Network by going to Q92radiosports.com or Q92 Radio on YouTube. I'm Christian Bigglesworth for Q92 Sports.
Good evening, everyone. We are on to Week 2 of the 2025 Ohio High School football season on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Charchone Auto Group. I'm Jay Wilhelm, and I'm here live from Canton South High School inside Breck Bueller Stadium for tonight's matchup between the CVCA Royals and the Canton South Wildcats. This is CVCA's first game of the year as a scheduling conflict interrupted their original Week 1 matchup. But they are stacked and are chomping at the bit to get going. The Wildcats come in after a dominating Week 1 victory as they defeated Field by a final score of 42-16. A big early season test is going to show us a lot about who this team is. Join myself and my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees. Pregame starts at 6:30 p.m. with kickoff scheduled for 7. Live from Canton South, I'm Jay Wilhelm with the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, great job by all of our broadcast teams tonight as we get you covered all over Stark County. 6 games between the Q92 Radio and Q92 Radio Sports Network. And, of course, we got you covered here with Alliance in Louisville on AM 1310 WDPN. Sun is out. The crowd is getting bigger. And look who's down there about the 47-yard line. Caleb, looks like a Hall of Famer, doesn't it?
It is. Jackie Slater ran into him pregame in the tunnel. There's not many guys that I look up to, but I definitely looked up to him.
Jackie Slater, of course, Hall of Famer. If I'm not mistaken, played his entire career with the Rams, I think. And I remember when he wore number 78, and I'm trying to remember what he played at. And gosh, I want to say he was like 6'6", and three bills, maybe a little bit bigger. But man, all Pro Bowler. He was one of the greatest offensive tackles in the history of the National Football League. And if I'm not mistaken, he played he played into his middle to late 30s, I think.
Yeah, he played a long career and has done a lot for the game of football since he retired.
So Jackie Slater's down there. He does have his gold jacket, his Hall of Fame jacket. Right now they're doing the official coin toss down there on the 50-yard line. You got the 4 captains from Louisville and 6 captains from Alliance. You got the officials out there and a couple of other folks, and pretty big moment here at the University of Mount Union. Kickoff is about 13 minutes away. We still have coaches' interviews to get to. We'll have our national anthem, and we'll kick this one off tonight here in Alliance. It's the Aviators and the Leopards high school football coming up in just a bit on AM 1310 WDPN. Stay with us.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
Craving something fresh in Alliance? Head to Pulp, where every day starts with in-house fresh squeezed juices, packed with real fruits and veggies. Need a boost? Try our wheatgrass or ginger shots. Small shots, big energy. Hungry? We've got you covered with crave-worthy bowls and wraps, loaded with flavor and made fresh just for you. Come visit us on 450 West State Street in Alliance. Healthy never tasted this good. Fresh flavors made just for you.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is your head coach, Tim Goodman from the Alliance Aviators. You're listening to high school football on AM 1310 WDPN in the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, Coach, appreciate that. Welcome back. Sam Berkwin and Caleb Norris with you on AM 1310 WDPN from Alliance, Ohio. It's Larry Karras Stadium. We are in the Dom Capers press box, and we are about 10 or 11 minutes away from kickoff tonight between the Alliance Aviators and the Louisville Leopards. We gave you all of our game previews from around the county. And don't forget, during tonight's ball game, we will be giving you constant score updates on all of those ball games. And don't forget, if you're listening to us now, where you're going to kind of check in around and going around all the games, check out our social media platforms. You can listen to the game live on 1310 WDPN X page, our Facebook page, and, of course, the Q92 radio page on YouTube. And you can get on the Q92 Sports Network, and you can pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. You can check in, check out, get the scores, check out another game, come hang out with us for a little bit. That's what it's all about each and every Friday night as we bring you the greatest high school football coverage in the area. Right now, let's pause and go down to the field and pick up our national anthem. Yeah, nice job by the Alliance band. Of course, they are playing away from us here. They're playing toward the visiting side, or the home side here. We're on the visiting side, so a little tough to pick up the band, but we always like to get the band on a little bit for you, and you can hear them do their rendition of our national anthem. Sam Burdick, Caleb Norick back with you, 1310 WDPN, Alliance and Louisville coming up. And again, coverage of all the other games tonight, all along the Q92 Sports Network. And Caleb, you had a chance to catch up with both of our head coaches tonight, Chris Kappas of the Louisville Leopards, and of course, Coach Tim Goodman of the Alliance Aviators. And we're going to go ahead and roll those right now.
All right, we're here with Coach Kappas of the Louisville Leopards. Looking forward to week 2 with the Alliance Aviators. How'd last week go? What'd you like? What'd you want to improve?
It went well. Pretty clean game for us the first game. Maybe too many penalties, but I thought we tackled well. We were able to move the football, make some adjustments, and run the ball, and we were very efficient in protecting the football. And then we were able to capitalize on some turnovers and make some big plays. So, it was a full team effort. It was a 4-quarter game, and New Philly's a tough team, so we were happy to come out on top on that one.
Gotcha. What's your message to your team tonight? Back on the road, but what's your message?
Yeah, between week 1 and 2, we got to make a huge jump, fix the mistakes we made last week. Limit mistakes. Not make the same mistakes we made before. And then we gotta make sure we're dialed in and locked in on their athletes, and play a sound, clean game, and can't let penalties or turnovers beat us.
Gotcha. Last thing, Beatty Sports is recognizing the unsung hero of the week. Who's a scout team guy that helped you prepare for the Aviators this week? Maybe stood out to you.
Sophomore Lucas Neff has been really busting his tail all through camp, just giving us a great look, taking a beating. Tough kid. He's going to be a real good player for the Leopards. So, Lucas Neff.
Gotcha. Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Coach Goodman of the Alliance Aviators, ready for tonight's game against Louisville. first of all, what did you think of last week? What were you happy about? What do you want to improve on?
Yeah, we're excited that we started out 1-0. Offensively, I thought we executed well. Improvement there. We need to finish in the end zone. Had a lot of yards, but didn't have as much points as we thought we should have. Defensively, just making sure that we're aligned correctly and assigned correctly at all times. Played really well and get 3 points to a really good team. But there were some things there that could have added on points that we weren't supposed to do. And we got to improve as a whole in special teams. That was the one Achilles heel we had last week. So hopefully we had a good week of practice in that area and come out here much better today.
Gotcha. So, home for the first time, ready to kick off the season here at home. What's your message to your team before the game today?
Yeah, just enjoy the moment. You only get these home openers. You only get 5 home games a year. So just enjoy the moment, enjoy being a high school football player, and come out and give the home crowd something to cheer about.
Coach, what's kind of a scout team player? Beatty Sports is kind of recognizing the unsung hero of the team. Who's somebody to help you prepare for the Leopards?
Our sophomore, Tino Horton, had a great week of practice, both defensively and offensively, giving us a good look. They have really good receivers over there, so he eliminated the receivers for us, and then they're really strong in the back end. So, again, he did that for us, give us a great look on both sides of the ball to get us ready for tonight's game.
Great. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, great job by Caleb, and, of course, great job, and we appreciate the coaches giving us a couple of minutes before the ball game here tonight as we're getting closer and closer to kickoff here on 1310 WDPN. Again, besides our game, we got a bunch of other games rolling for you now, all across the Q92 Radio Sports Network. And I've been trying to take photos up here for the last 3 hours. It's impossible. You can't. With the sun coming in, you can't get a good photo. Thank goodness you were able to get some on the field. Those will be posted up later on our social media platforms. But we're trying to take a picture with the sun through the window on a night like tonight. It's not going to happen. So we got about 40, 45 minutes before the old sun sets behind the coverage stands over there, and we'll have a good look at what's going on here tonight between Louisville and the Lions. So you got a chance to catch up with the coaches, and did you get any kind of vibe, any kind of feel? Did they uptight? Were they relaxed? Or just kind of a little bit anxious and looking forward to the game?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think they're nervous. I don't say nervous, but they're excited to see how the team responds. They played well last week, both of them. They could have been better. They left points on the board. Leads Alliance for Louisville. For both teams, just trying to make that step from week 1 to week 2, eliminate some of the mistakes, finish in the red zone. So I think they're both excited to see what they can do. This is a tough early season test. The coaching staffs know each other, the players know each other, and so they're excited to get going and see what they got.
Should be a good one. Just a reminder, Caleb and I will be in Streetsboro next Friday as the Streetsboro Rockets will play these Alliance Aviators. Pregame at 6:30 next Friday, and the kick at 7 right here on AM 1310 WDPN. All right. We're going to step out. We'll take our bridal breaks, and we'll come back with a kickoff. Louisville Alliance high school football on a Friday night on 1310 WDPN.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports.
Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is head coach Chris Kappas from Louisville High School. You're listening to High School Football on the Q92 Sports Network.
And we're back here at Alliance. We're getting ready for kickoff here. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick on a beautiful Friday night here in the Carnation City. We are in the 60s right now. We'll be in the 50s by the time this baby is over. And we're looking forward to it. 1-0 Louisville and 1-0 Alliance. Aviators, red jerseys, red pants, white numbers and letters with the blue and white trim. They got the baby blue helmets with the Aviator logo on each side. Louisville, just clean white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, white helmets, navy blue numbers. I love the numbers. Are so big, Caleb. Even a blind guy like me can read them. They got the white helmets. Now, they changed the helmets this year. No more leopard logo. It just says the Ville on each sides of their helmets, and they got the blue stripe going down the side. So the Aviators will kick off. The Leopards will receive and go left to right toward the big scoreboard here at Larry Karras Stadium. Jackson kicks it off, and we are underway here in Alliance, Ohio. Leopards on the return across the 30, out to the 34, and grinding across the 35 and all the way out close to the 39-yard line. That's a heck of a return by the Leopards, and the Louisville will take over first and 10. That was Luke Seaman, the senior, on the return for Chris Kappas' Leopards, and Louisville will take over first and 10. Names to watch out for tonight. Luke Seaman. A familiar name for you Louisville fans? Seaman, there's been a few of those over the decades. Gabe Stopper will see action at quarterback tonight. Owen Wilson, Colin Doherty, Quinn Burek, Owen DiMarzio. Leopards got a pretty big offensive line. Big Aiden Norris, 6'8", 340 pounds. At right tackle, they got some movers down there. All right, Leopards in the gun. Handoff coming around the right side. That's Owen Wilson to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Wilson's all the way down to the 38-yard line, and a first down for Louisville. Owen Wilson, just a sophomore, Caleb, looked really good on that run right there, didn't he?
Yeah, it was just a simple misdirection. Everybody was on the far side of the field, the home side of the field. He kind of delayed, took off to the right, and he had a guy to beat, and big gain there for Louisville on the first play.
Colt Norris is going to go wide to the left. Quinn Burek down here to the right. Gabe Stauffer, the quarterback, a senior, was a wide receiver last year, playing QB this year. There's Wilson around the left side, and the Aviators bring him down for a loss of a couple of yards on the play, all the way back to the Alliance 42-yard line. 32. Grady Fast was their senior, 6'2", 265 pounds for the Aviators. Just underway here in Alliance. 11:18 to go in the opening quarter. No score. Leopards going left to right in the first quarter of play. Leopards in the all-white tonight. Aviators in the all-red with the blue helmets. Fast track here tonight. A little bit of rain here yesterday between like 5 and 7 o'clock, but since then it's been dry, and it's a fast track. Wilson over right tackle to the 40. Breaks the tackle at the 43. Rumbles his way down inside the 37. Down to the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 1, 2, 3. Well, let's call it 3. We'll call it third down and around 7 for Louisville. For Alliance, looked like Dilton Stevenson, sophomore, 5'9", on the tackle, number 23 for Coach Goodman's Aviators on the play.
Yeah, it was a nice play there. He just followed his blocks, got about a gain of 5, gets it into a more manageable 3rd and 8 here.
Leopards going to go with Norris wide left. They're going to go a trips package to the left. Set back to the left. Gabe in the gun. He'll go back. He'll throw it to Wilson in the flat. Caught 40. Inside the 35. Breaks the tackle 34, 33. Down close to the Alliance 32-yard line. And where are they going to spot that ball? There was a lot of bodies over there. They're going to say Wilson went out of bounds at the Alliance 32. So that's going to bring up our first fourth down of the night. 4th and 4 for the Leopards. 10-15 in the first quarter of play and no score. What are you going to do here, Coach Caleb? You going to run it?
Looks like they're staying out there. You know, that was their first pass play, but it really was just an extended run play got the back out of the outfield. So now we got out of the backfield there. It's 4th and 4.
Stouffer in the gun. Gabe going to fake it, and now he's going to keep it and go. 30, 29, took it big. It keeps going inside the 25 to the 24. How about the little man, Gabe Stouffer, down to the 24-yard line of the first down for Louisville. Boy, he took a hit and kept going.
That was just a battle of will there. The Alliance safety came up, hit him right at the line, or the line to gain. And Stouffer just put his head down and kept moving forward and gets enough for the first down for the Leopards.
So we're getting closer and closer to the RG drag red zone, but not quite yet. Leopard's going to go wide right, left, slot to the right. Stouffer in the gun. Wilson about a yard to his right. Gives it off to Owen. Going to go left side, 25-20. Breaks tackle inside 15 to the 14, 13 down to the 10. Stuffing his legs inside the 10 and down to the 9-yard line. That is another Louisville first down. Tell you what, Caleb, right now, I know it's early, but the Louisville offensive line is making some hay down there.
They're making, Aiden Norris there, good block, and then you got Xander McCroby, a sophomore. He was about 20 yards downfield there, sealing the edge, which allowed them to get some more yards, and they're into the red zone and 1st and goal.
This is the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed. Stouffer throws it right side, incomplete at the 7-yard line. Try to hit his wide receiver, Owen DiMarzio, the senior, out of the backfield, incomplete. Will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, it looked like a miscommunication. DiMarzio was going out to block the corner there, and the ball was thrown right at him, so I don't know what was supposed to happen, but 2nd and 9.
So the Leopards now with 9:24 in the first quarter, 2nd down to 9 here at University of Mount Union. Sam Burkham, Caleb Norick with you on this Friday night, week 2 of the high school football season. We understand you will not be able to get us tonight on the WDPN Facebook page, but you can get us on the X page and the Q92 radio page on YouTube, and of course here on radio. Hey, we got a big sack back in the backfield. Big play defense. Alien Sanders for the Alliance Aviators brought down the Louisville carrier, Quinn Burek, and that's a big loss and a big play for the Flyers on defense.
Yeah, they tried to do like a quick sweep, made it look like the guy was in motion. They handed it off to the wide receiver, and Alliance was not fooled and was waiting for him, made a good tackle, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal from the 17.
So now let's see what Coach Kappas dials up with 8:45 to go in the first quarter. Louisville and Alliance, no score, 13-10 WDPN. Stouffer in the gun. Motion to the left side is Seaman. It's going to be a handoff inside, and a great defensive play by Michael Williams, number 5 for Alliance. Tripped up the Louisville running back, Owen Wilson. And there was nothing happening right there at all. I'm a little bit surprised they went with the run there, tried to maybe catch Alliance off guard, and now it's the old 4th and goal from the 18-yard line for Louisville. Field goal here runs you about 35 yards. They're probably not comfortable there, so they're going to line it up and give it a shot. 4th and goal at the 18-yard line, no score in the opening quarter of play. 4 wide, Stouffer back to throw. Gabe steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to look. Now he's going to run. Now he's going to throw. Back in the end zone, got a man. Is it up? No, it's incomplete. Knocked away at the very last second. Jake Baker, the tight end, was open for an instant, and Stouffer fired it up there, but the pass was knocked away incomplete, and Alliance holds, and the Aviators will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, I mean, the DB played that really well. He was late, but he got there, and Baker went up, and he got it, but he just could not bring it down as he hit the ground, and the defender knocked it free. Turnover on downs, and the Aviators will take over.
Perry Panthers have taken the early 7-0 lead over St. Vincent St. Mary. I don't think that's going to be a close game tonight. I think Perry can name their score. All right, our first look at Alliance on offense tonight. Here we go. J.R. Jackson, the lefty, fires it right side. Caught at the 29. And grappled and taken down at the 29-yard line. That is Tajay Nicholson on the reception. Tajay, 6'3", 160 pounds. How about J.R. Jackson? Just a cool customer back there. And he throws it with the They used to say he throws it with the wrong hand.
Yeah.
Left-handed QB. And a good pickup there for Alliance. 2nd and 1, the Aviators at their own 27-yard line, going right to left, no score. In motion, fake jet sweep. JR is going to keep it. There he goes. He's loose at the 29, loose at the 30. Jackson to the 31, Jackson to the 32, and isn't going to first down. Stopped by Colton Doherty. But a first down for the Alliance Aviators. And you can see, Caleb, the way he ball fakes, the way he reads the defense real quick. He's fast and he's quick, which is very dangerous if you're a defender.
And he makes good decisions. He knows when to pull it, when to get it off the back, when to kind of do the bubble game, which is play right here.
Jackson play action, a slant, caught. Nicholson got it out to the 41-yard line. He's brought down. That'll be a gain of around 9 yards on the play. Tackle for the Leopards was by Colton Norris, number 12. And that was a little bit of a wobbly pass, but it got the job done. 2nd down and 1, Alliance. 6:30 to go in the first quarter. No score here on 1310 WDPN. The Aviators and the Leopards on this beautiful Friday night. Crowd still coming in. I'll tell you what, Louisville's darn near packed this side of the stadium over here. Here's the handoff. Ravon Hawkins over the right side. Got a first down as Hawkins is across the 45 to the 47. He picked up 6 yards on the play and another Alliance first down. Ravon Hawkins. Very dangerous with the football. He can run it, he can catch it out of the backfield, and he can scoot.
Yeah, we'll see the Louisville defense. The name of the game is going to be bend but don't break. We know the Aviators are going to pick up yards. They got to keep them out of the end zone, but Alliance here putting together a really nice drive so far to start the game.
JR in the gun. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. That is Hawkins again, pounding his way inside midfield. Look at him go. Look at him churn his legs. Louisville says they got the football. The officials come in and say they do. It's a turnover. And the Leopards get the ball back after a fumble by Hawkins. And Louisville will take over 1st and 10. I didn't see the ball come out.
Yeah, the Joseph Banks and Jacob Beard were in there. And it was just a big scrum, and Louisville came out with the ball. The official said, yep, it's theirs. So.
Yeah, we'll take their word for it. So 5:41 to go. We'll keep it here in the first quarter. Louisville and Alliance, no score. That sun is really making it tough to see what's going on the field. We'll do our best. But boy, when it goes down, it's going to be picture perfect here right now. No score. Leopards and the Aviators. 1st and 10. Leps at their own 48-yard line, going left to right toward the big scoreboard. Stouffer gives it off. That's going to be right up the middle to Harriman. He's across the 50, inside the 46, down to the 45-yard line. I think that was Hartman. Was that 15?
Cash Brisker for the Aviators came in, wrapped him up, and he had some friends come and help him out. But
yep, that was Owen DiMarzio, 15. I had the wrong roster over here. Leopards up to the line of scrimmage on a 2nd and 3. Stouffer's going to keep it. Gabe inside the 45 to the Alliance 44. But he's going to be just a couple of yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, another big 3rd down early here. They've had success running the ball, but 3rd and 2.
I tell you what, that's a heck of a football name, Cash Brisker. That's just a cool name. Hey, I'm Cash. I mean, you can't lose. Stouffer gets the direct snap. He's going to go. Gabe 40, 35, 30. Stouffer down to the 26-yard line and a first down. 18 yards on the carry by Gabe Stouffer and a Louisville first down.
Yeah, it's a simple quarterback draw. The middle linebacker kind of bit with the running back coming out, and he had an opening and just took off and foot race with the safety who took him out of bounds at the 26. So big first down for the Leopards there on 3rd and 2.
So the Leopards now break the line. Break the huddle, I should say, up to the line. Tight end Jake Baker to the left. You got a slot right, and now going in motion to the far side is Burek. It's a jet sweep to Quinn Burek. Aviators not fooled, and down is Burek at the point of attack at around the 27-yard line. Looked like Johnny Belch might have got in there, number 4. And I think he had a little help from 32, and that, of course, is Grady Past. North Canton Hoover on the board, 7-0 over Medina in the first quarter of play. John Collins on a little 1-yard keeper. Vikings in front. No score here. 3:30, check it, 3:40 to go in the opening quarter of play. Leopards and Aviators are scoreless. Burdick over the right side. He's got it into the 20, out inside the 19 to the 18-yard line. Nice run by Wilson, picking his way. A little juke to the right, juke to the left, and picked up pretty good yardage. And by the time they finally put the ball down, which they still haven't done yet, and now they do, just outside the 18-yard line. This is going to set up a 3rd and 2 for the Leopards. 3:10 of the opening quarter and no score. They are inside the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed. RG Drag. Motion right, counter, handoff up the middle. Not going to get the job done. Owen Wilson was gobbled up and taken down to the 20-yard line. He'll lose 2 yards on the play. I'll tell you what, Aviators are flexing when the Leopards do happen to get inside that RG Drag red zone.
Yeah, the Leopards have had lots of success running the ball, but it seems when they're doing these delayed runs, maybe the sweeps or the delayed handoff, that the Aviators are able to get there and they're getting stopped. And so here we go, 4th and 3 from the 19.
Last time it was a 4th and goal at the 18. Now it's 4th and 3 at the 19. Trips right slot left. Actually, you got 5 wide. Stouffer in the gun. They need 4. Goes back, fires. Caught. Wilson, 10, 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. That's a 19-yard hookup, and the Leopards are on the board 6-0 with 2:16 to go in the first quarter of play.
Yeah, just a simple little out route, and then it was a foot race to the corner of the end zone, and he beat the corner. Touchdown, Leopards.
Beautifully designed play. Parker Dahm now is on for the extra point. Number 30, a sophomore. Stouffer will hold. A little bit of a breeze right to left here in the opening quarter of play. Snap spot, kick is up, got plenty of juice, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And we'll keep it here. 2:16 to go in the first quarter. And the Leopards have struck first. It's a 7-0 Louisville lead.
Yep, Leopards 7 plays there, went 55 yards, and finished with a 19-yard touchdown pass from Stouffer to Wilson, and they're up 7-0.
Just looking out I shouldn't say looking out the window because we can't actually look out the window, but we can look through the window. And as I had told you about 5 or 10 minutes ago, this side, I bet if all the people from Louisville that are here, and I'm counting the people who are standing around the fence and walking around and this and that and the other, I think this side of the stadium would be pretty almost full. Aviator fans on the far side, they probably filled up around 60% of the bleachers over there, but a good student section for Alliance here tonight. And that's always good to see. You know, there's been years, the last couple of years, football, even basketball, you haven't seen, Caleb, the big student sections that we used to see. And I know they're doing a lot of different things. There's this thing called the cell phone, and they're going here and going there. But I'll tell you what, Alliance, shout out to their student section tonight. And same for Louisville. They all brought it here tonight at Larry Karras Stadium, and that's good to see.
Yeah, I know some schools are trying to get away from that, but there's nothing better than hanging out with your friends and taking in some football on a Friday night.
There's nothing like it. And you only get to do it 10 times a year for 4 years, and if you're not going to away games, you know, you almost kind of get that cut in half. So there's the kickoff, and it's going to be that's a free ball. You better pick that up. It rolled down to the end zone and now the touchback. I'm not sure. You got a little scuffle out here at the 25, and the official steps in. I don't know what Ravon was doing there. Unless he was waiting, he thought that ball was going to go into the end zone. He's kind of playing with fire there. But
yeah, I think at first he thought it might roll out of bounds, which would help him, and they would get the penalty there. But when it was obvious that it wouldn't, he kind of waited, and it was almost too late. Thankfully, the official gave him the touchback because he was probably dead in the water inside the 10 there. But nonetheless, Alliance will start at the 20.
So here we go, 7-0 Louisville, 2:16 to go in the first quarter play. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick with you here on 1310 WDPN. And you can check us on the WDPN X page and the Q92 radio page on YouTube. Haven't been able to fire up the Facebook yet tonight, but we're working on it. Looks like we're going to have our first time out of the night. It's taken by Alliance. I believe the 25-second clock was just about to expire.
They only had 10 guys on the field.
Yeah, so Coach Goodman said, hey, now it's a good time to call that timeout. Also, most, if not all, of the student sections here in Stark County tonight are doing a whiteout, and they're doing it for Mason White, the young man from Tusky Valley who's he got hit on the football field last weekend, and he had to have a really fast, immediate surgery. And the young man so far is paralyzed. He's got some movement in his right arm and shoulder a little bit. It's going to be a long, hard process for him, but the support has been just unbelievable. There's a GoFundMe. Student sections are wearing white. This is like a little support for Mason, his family, the Tusky Valley community. So I just wanted to let everybody know that the students are here tonight, and they're all decked out in white, supporting Mason, and that's great to see because, times like that, the world changes for you in an instance, and we all kind of come together, and it's good to see it, and it's what we do here in Stark County.
It's what makes Stark County great.
You bet.
Everyone comes together. And
Louisville showing blitz, and they got a little too antsy, and Owen Wilson encroached, as they say, and that's a 5-yard penalty on the Leopards. And Alliance now will go from 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 2. We got 1:40 in the opening quarter of play. Leopards 7, Aviators nothing here on AM 1310 WDPN on this beautiful Friday night.
he thought I got a really good jump there, but nobody else moved. So he was in the backfield a little early there. So
sun is starting to set here in the Carnation City. What a beautiful day this has been. There's JR around the right side, going to be taken down to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. I think that was JR. Yep, that was Jackson. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you had a chance to see any high school basketball games the last couple of years, but this young man right here, he is worth a double ticket. Paid twice the admission to watch him play basketball, J.R. Jackson. He is unbelievable. Can't wait to watch him this winter. 3rd and 5, Aviators going right to left. They're down 7. J.R. back to throw. Quick toss out in the flat. Caught. 25-30 to the 31. That should be a first down for Alliance. I think that's Cam Burton who got the catch. It was Cam, and he got away, and he got a first down. Now, is there a penalty flag? That may be a face mask.
Yeah, it looked like the Louisville guy tried to pull his hand back. Usually means that he thought he got caught.
Yep, there it is. There's a 15-yard penalty on Louisville, and now the Aviators now will have outstanding field position after picking up that first down plus the penalty, and they will be out to their 45-yard line. Perry 10, St. Vincent St. Mary nothing in the first quarter of play.
It's like the Royals have gone up on Canton South 21-0.
Ooh, wow. Oh, you're right. Wow. Hoover 14, Medina nothing. I don't think that's going to be a game either. Well, of course you just said that one, Berkman. It's 14-0. But I didn't think it was going to be a game before. Now a pass out on the flat, caught and immediately wrapped up by the Leopards. Xavier Burdella, number 22, was in on the action for Louisville.
Yeah, he saw that one all the way. Took off and waited. As soon as he made the catch, he wrapped him up, brought him down. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That was a quick moving first quarter. And we will take a timeout. Your score after the first 12 minutes of play, the Louisville Leopards 7, and the Alliance Aviators nothing. You're tuned in to high school football on AM 1310 WDPN.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them, and we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
This is your head coach, Tim Goodman from the Alliance Aviators. You're listening to high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back to throw is J.R. Jackson, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. He picked up a couple of yards across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Luke Seaman was there for Louisville. Leopards 1-0, Alliance 1-0. Leopards in front of the Aviators 7-0. Just getting cranked up here in the second quarter of play. 11:29, clock continues to roll. We'll check the scoreboard here for you in a couple of minutes. J.R. Jackson, the outstanding senior quarterback, 6'1", about 160 pounds. He's in the shotgun. He'll go back to throw. J.R. rolling left. He's got room. He's going to throw it. Got a man inside the 35, down to the 30, inside the 25, to the 20, and a first down. Big play for the Aviators. Cam Burton from J.R. Jackson on a 1st and 10 for Alliance. I guess they stepped out a couple of yards earlier, but still a big play down to the Louisville 21-yard line.
Big play for the Aviators there. And they're knocking on the red zone here at the 21-yard line, looking to get points on the board.
Don't forget, next Friday, Caleb and I will be in Streetsboro. The Streetsboro Rockets welcome in the Alliance Aviators next Friday at 7 at 13:10. Right side, there's a pass. It is caught inside the 20, and a nice open field tackle by Quinn Burek for Louisville. Bring down the Alliance wide receiver, Jaron Blair. They're going to mark Jaron down around the 18-yard line, so a gain of 3. Second down and 7 coming up for Alliance. Tonight's game on 1310 WDPN brought to you in part by the Friends and Family Credit Union and by RG Drag. So I want to shout out our good friends at AWP Safety, bringing us the AWP Safety Football Friday Sam Berkman show earlier today. Coming around the right side, Hawkins 10. Ravon Hawkins inside the 6. Hawkins is down to the 5, to the 4, and a 1st and goal. Ravon Hawkins for the Aviators, doing what he does best, and that's pick up yardage. 1st and goal.
Yeah, great run there. Just kept the legs, turning, waiting for an opening, and then just kept going all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Now he got 1st and goal.
Now we are inside the RG Drag red zone. RG Drag, learn, earn, and succeed. 7-0 Louisville. 9:55 in the first quarter of play. Backs are split now. Now we're going to go offset I to the right. Hand off to the tailback Hawkins over the right side of the 3. Hawkins to the 2. Ravon Hawkins is just inside the Louisville 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal for the Aviators.
A nice jump back cut there, but Trevor Burke was there waiting for him and brought him down. Gain 3 on the play, but 2nd and 1 from the 1.
We'll see if they give it to Ravon Hawkins here. Brody Fast is also checked into the game. He is to the left side. JR is going to keep it himself, and the Leopards bring him down. The deuce. Owen Wilson on the tackle for Louisville. So now things get a little more interesting as we crack the 9-minute mark in the first half.
Wilson and Doherty both came flying around the end there, no untouched, and just wrapped up Johnson. He had nowhere to go. Big third down here for the Aviators.
Got to believe they're going to keep it on the ground. We'll see. Nicholson wide to the right. It's a split back. JR's going to throw an out pattern, incomplete. He tried to hit the fullback that time. Brady fast. And now if you're Coach Goodman, 4th and goal with the 2. 8:40 to go in the first half, and it's a 7-0 Louisville lead, and it looks like, Caleb, they're going to go.
Yeah, I know this is easy for me to say, but on that play, he had it there. He just had to wait maybe another second. Of course, it's easy for me to say to stay in the pocket. The play was developing, but he rushed it a little bit, and so here we go. Big 4th down for Alliance.
Look at this, Wildcat. They're going to go give it to the big fullback who got the ball.
Timeout.
J.R. Jackson was way outside, lined up as a wide receiver, and the Leopards saw that, and they called timeout. They shouldn't have called the timeout because they stopped the.
Yeah, they did.
They stopped the ball carrier, but now Alliance is going to get a little reprieve and get a chance for a little do-over.
I think the coaches in the box saw it. Alliance Jackson went way out to the left there, but then they also had 2 linebackers or linemen in the backfield. They had a fullback. I mean, they had I don't want to say a jumbo set, but they had their jumbo set in there, and the coaches on the Leopard sideline spotted it, and Coach Kappas went sprinting down the sideline and got the timeout. So, like you said, they made the stop, but now we'll see what Coach Goodman and Alliance does here now.
I'll tell you what, Coach Kappas can still move, can he?
Yeah.
He was doing a dead sprint. He looks like about a 4-5 guy, Coach Kappas.
If I'm not mistaken, he's a non-union guy, I think. So I think he's
very familiar.
Back on the home turf.
I'll tell you what, man, I could get used to being in this booth every Friday night. No disrespect to anybody else.
Will do it. I don't care who's playing.
But this is, I love doing games here. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, you can't beat it. All right, here we go now. Aviators are going to go 4th and goal at the Louisville 2. It's a 7-0 Leopard lead. Look at this formation. Again, it's a wildcat. They're going to give it to the big fella in the backfield, and he scores. Caden Sanders, 5'9", 100 and I'm going to say 200. And the big man into the purple-colored end zone and a touchdown for the Aviators.
Yep, they had Grady Fast back there, and he kind of did a lead block there, and I mean he essentially walked right into the end zone there. It was the same formation that they had. Louisville stopped them and called timeout.
Little window dressing the first time around, and Coach Goodman said, hey, we're going to do it again. J.R. Jackson on for the extra point. Snap spot. J.R.'s kick is up. It is good. And a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here with 8:38 to go in the first half. And it's the Louisville Leopards and the Alliance Aviators tied at 7. That was a big boy drive that time by the Aviators.
13 plays, 80 yards. Whew. And they finish it off with the 2-yard touchdown run. 7-7 to score. 8:38 left.
All right, defensive battle, New Philadelphia and West Branch, no score in the second quarter. Perry 16 to St. Vincent St. Mary, nothing. Jonathan Lemon on a 1-yard run. Panthers missed the extra point. Hoover blowing out Medina now by the score of 21-0. Lake 14, Boardman nothing. CVCA leads Canton South 21-0. Boy, there's a lot of whoopings going on right now.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Not surprised though.
Yeah.
You looked at the matchups. You looked at what happened a week ago. You looked at what some of the teams had coming back, what some of the teams didn't, and you could almost see that there was going to be a lot of blowouts tonight. And so far there are. And hey, we picked a good one.
Yeah, I think we had the longest game in the county last week, but I think we might have the best one tonight with 2 great football teams, and it's already shaping up to be a good game.
It's a good one. Jackson with a kickoff, a little wobbler, scooting down the field, picked up at the 20, 25, 30, up the middle, 35 to the 40. And that's where Louisville will go 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Let's see who that young man is that returned that kickoff. That was number 0. That was Luke Seaman, the senior. Louisville's roster, they don't give you the height and weight. So I'm kind of guessing on some of these. The Alliance roster does tell you. I'll tell you what, as a broadcaster, give me the white jerseys with the big, large, dark numbers. And with Alliance, you got white numbers on red. So this is a broadcaster's dream here tonight.
Yeah.
We can see. First
can read
down,
'em.
Louisville. At their own 41, Aviators blitz, handoff over the left side, 40, 41, 42, 43, down at the 43-yard line.
Oh, DiMarzio falling forward there.
DiMarzio. Gabe Stouffer like a little 1-2 punch in that Louisville backfield. Now, I can tell you, we do know that Aiden Norris, they got 6'8", 315. And Trevor Burek is 6'3", 285. That we can tell you.
Yep. Trevor on just about any team would be the big guy.
Right.
6'3", 285.
Stouffer pitches it out right side. DiMarzio, taken down at the 42-yard line. Great penetration by Alliance. Brody fast, 5'10", 170. He looked fast on that play.
They were in the backfield quickly. I think I read somewhere Fast had 70 tackles in just 4 starts last year. He was all over the football field.
7:27 to go in the first half. 7-7 our score. Alliance in Louisville. Good to be with you on 1310 WDPN, on our WDPN X page and the Q92 radio page on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Stouffer back to throw. Deep out. Caught. First down, Louisville with the Alliance 43-yard line. Great comeback catch by Quinn Burek and the Leopards. First down.
Yeah, great route. He knew exactly where the sticks were. He got about a yard past it, stopped, turned around, the ball was there. He had to go down on the ground for it, made a good catch, first down.
So 7:11 to go in the first half. It's a 7-7 tie. Just starting the second quarter now at Memorial Stadium, and it is Hoover 21 and Medina nothing. Here at 7-7, Louisville and Alliance. 2 running backs running to the right. Stouffer's going to get it and run it himself. 45-40. Stouffer inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Tell you what, he gets a head of steam going. He's tough to bring down. He's not that big either, but he's low to the ground and he's very strong. Strong runner, Stouffer. .6:45 to go in the first half. A 7-7 score between these 1-0 football teams here at the University of Mount Union. Don't forget, next Friday, Alliance hits Streetsboro here on WDPN. Stouffer back to throw this time. There's nowhere to go, but I'll tell you what, look at him rumble. He got a couple of yards, a couple of positive yards as he kind of snaked his way inside the 39, very close to the 37-yard line.
I mean, there was probably 3 or 4 Aviators that had their hands on him looking to bring him down, and he just kept moving around and gets it to a manageable, to a 3rd and 1 here for the Leopards.
So here come the Leps up to the line of scrimmage. Going to go twins right, tight left, 2 running backs. It's going to be a snap back to Stouffer. Gabe's got a 35, 30, 25. Stouffer to the 23-yard line at a first down. He picked up 14 yards. Just great vision, great awareness by the Leopard quarterback, Gabe Stouffer, a senior. Again, played wide receiver last year, played slot. And Coach Cap says, you know what, young man, we're gonna let you run the show. And that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Yeah, he's a good, tough runner. Sees the field well and finds an opening and just seems to get yards every time he.
Wide left, slot right, handoff to Marzio up the middle, 17. Progress is going to be to the 17-yard line. So a gain of 6 on the play for Owen DiMarzio running behind that really, really talented Louisville offensive line. You know what, I was getting ready to do the game this week, and I was looking at the rosters. And the rosters, to me, seemed a little smaller than usual as far as players on the team. I'm not uncommon for Louisville to dress 70, 75 players. Not that many this year. Look at that. Stouffer got out of once, twice, got out of trouble again inside the 15. Stouffer to the 12, and he got close to the 10-yard line. Holy Houdini. Gabe Stouffer getting it done on the ground there, and he should have been taken down a long time before that.
Picks up the first down there. He's should have been brought down in the backfield and gets first down for the Leopards.
Jackson having a rough night tonight. Fitch 13-3, and the Falcons are at the Bear 26-yard line, looking to go in again. We thought that might be a tough one for Jackson on the road. See if the Bears can come back. Backs are split. Stouffer hands it off right up the middle to Marzio, and he will spin and twist his way inside the 9 down to the Alliance 8-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Well, what a difference a week makes. We would still be kicking off.
I didn't want to say it, but
yeah, I'm not going to.
We would still be in our first injury timeout.
No cramping tonight. I mean, I'm going to knock hardly any penalties. This has been a wonderful football game. Louisville second and goal at the Aviator 8-yard line. Wilson over the right side of the 5. He's to the 4. Wilson breaks a tackle at the 2, and he bangs his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. What a run. Owen Wilson just kept churning and pounding his way into the end zone. It's 13-7 Louisville.
What a great run. He took a lick at the end, but you'll take that any day of the week if you're getting into the end zone. Safety did everything he could to keep him out, but touchdown, Louisville.
So they did not spend much time in the RG Drag red zone. Louisville, bang, into the end zone, 13-7. Extra point coming up to make it a 7-point game. Snap, spot, kick up. It's good. Just slid it through there, Parker Daum. And the sophomore gives the Leopards another point. And with 3:35 to go in the first half, it's now Louisville 14 and Alliance 7. Sam Bergwin and Caleb Norick with you tonight here on AM 1310 WDPN. You can check us out on the WDPN X page and the Q92 radio page on YouTube. Going to send our friends on our group text a little score update so they can get the word out.
Yeah, got some fireworks. First drive for Louisville stalled out. Alliance fumbled their first drive. Now we got 3 touchdowns in a row. They're moving the ball down the field and lots of great offense.
Don't forget to join Rex in the morning, 6 until 10, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1310 WDPN. The John Tech Show, 10 until 3, and then I'll roll in at 3 until 6. Afternoon drive, 1310 WDPN. I think I just got another Perry update here. Well, Perry was going in again, but they fumbled the ball out of the back of the end zone. Still 16-0 Panthers over St. B. Good kickoff. And Aviator return at the 5, across the field to the 10, to the 50, to the 20. Look out, 25, to the 30, to the 34-yard line. Nice return by the Aviators. Cam Burton already got a touchdown pass tonight. And the Aviators will set up shop 1st and 10 with 3:28 to go in the first half. They trail Louisville 14-7. Stick around. Halftime activities coming up. Jeff Bears with your local news. We'll have some sports. We'll have the weather. That's all coming up here at the end of the second quarter on 1310 WDPN. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Pulp, by Lisa's Dream Getaway, Robertson's, and Friends and Family Credit Union. Here's JR. Slant, caught at the 45 to the 46 and a first down. Taj Nicholson with the catch. JR put it right on the money. First down, Aviators. Sun has just about set here. Another 5 or 10 minutes, but it is below the clouds. And man, it's only 7:44. Wasn't that long ago. Sun wasn't going down to about 9 o'clock. But we're ready to almost ready to turn the calendar to September. Labor Day coming up here on Monday. Handoff over the middle. Hawkins. Ravon inside the midfield. Churning, pumping, grinding. And Hawkins is finally going to be wrestled down at the 47-yard line. So Ravon Hawkins, let's give him 7. Give him 6. Second down and 4. 2:43 in the first half of play, and it's a 14-7 Louisville lead. Nope. St. V just threw an interception. Panthers to the house, 23-0 Perry over the Irish. It's going to be a long night. Hoover, 28-7 now over Medina. Fitch, 20, Jackson, 3. There's J.R. Jackson coming back on a wheel route. He throws it, almost intercepted. And I'm going to tell you what, that's a great play by Ravon Hawkins for Alliance. He had to turn into a defender, and he did, or the Leopards would have had an INT.
Yeah, that was going for that wheel route, and the corner he stayed home and was kind of waiting for it back in center field, and Hawkins turned to a defender. Louisville sideline wanted offensive pass interference, but good no call there, and ends up being an incomplete pass, third down for the Aviators.
Now here we go. Back to throw. JR steps up in the pocket, looks, throws, man. Got it, caught 30 inside the 25 to the 20. Heading down to the 20-yard line. First down. First down, Aviators. Cam Burton again with the catch. J.R. Jackson is so dangerous. He'd rather throw it. Obviously he can run, but he would rather throw the ball downfield than he did right there.
He was taking off there. He saw the receiver get open, made a nice pass, and got a whole lot more than he was going to get on the ground.
So here comes Alliance. A minute 50 to go in the first half. 14-7 Louisville. High snap. JR is going to keep it inside the 20. Jackson away from the 19. J.R. Jackson to the 17-yard line for a gain of 3. The Aviators are inside the RG Drag red zone. RG Drag, learn, earn, and succeed. Partner, we're down to a minute 25 in the first half.
It's a big drive for Alliance because they get the ball coming out of the half. So you get a chance to try to get points on the board and get the ball back, start the second half.
Aviators going to spread them out now. Wide right, trips package to the left. Jackson in the gun. Fakes it. JR's looking downfield. He's going to tuck it and go. 15, makes a move at the 12. And a great open field tackle by Louisville as Owen Wilson brought J.R. Jackson down just about a yard or so shy of the first down. And a timeout is called by Alliance with a minute 2 to go. That's a tough tackle to make right there.
It was.
Because you know JR is going to juke you one way or the other. But
Hawkins was out there as kind of a lead blocker, but there was 2 Leopards. He picked one, and the other one made an open field tackle there and kept Jackson probably gets in the end zone if he doesn't make that tackle. So good stop there for the Leopards. 3rd and 2 coming out of the timeout.
West Branch is on the board. Jeremiah Thomas, a 1-yard run. West Branch 7, New Philly nothing with a minute 10 to go in the first half. So their game's going about as quickly as ours here right now. Next Friday, we'll be in Streetsboro. The Rockets hosting the Alliance Aviators. Pregame 6:30, the kick at 7. 1310 WDPN on all of our social media platforms. I'll be doing the show next week, beginning at 3. I've never done a high school football game in Streetsboro. This will be the first one for me. Jackson to throw on a 3rd and 2. JR fires it. Got him in wide open at the 10. Inside the 5. To the 2. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Cam Barton. His second touchdown of the night. And the Aviators are within 1. 14-13. What a play. 56 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, Louisville sent a blitz there, and the thing with the blitz is if you don't get there, you probably got someone open. And that man open was Cam Burton, and he caught it into the end zone, touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, I this is what I thought we were going to get. And we got it. Now Burton's going to hold, and J.R. Jackson on for the extra point to tie the game. Good snap. Good spot. Well, it took a long time, and it's blocked. That ball was blocked by Luke Seaman, who was coming off the edge. It was a good snap, but it was too long before the holder got it down, and it remains a Louisville lead of 14-13. That may come back into play down the road.
We'll see what Louisville can do. They got 2 of their timeouts. 56 seconds left. See if they can get some points going into halftime and build on the lead.
Lake 21, Boardman nothing on the Q92 Sports Network scoreboard. I mentioned West Branch just went ahead of New Philly, 7-zip. But a lot of blowouts tonight in high school football with games involving our schools. But not here. We got a nail-biter. 14-13 Leopards, under a minute to go in the first half. The sun is just about set here at the University of Mount Union. Be here a week from tomorrow. Purple Raiders and the Wheaton Thunder kick off at 1 o'clock. NCAA college football next Saturday on WDPN.
I know you mentioned it, but it sure looks like all of Louisville's here with us.
Yeah, right?
Looking down.
They brought
below
it.
us.
They always do. Great fans. Short kick return, 25-30, 35-40, 45 off to the races, 50. There goes Seaman to the 40, to the 30. He's down to the 27-yard line. Holy cow, what a run. What a return by Seaman, and a penalty flag at the end of the play. Is this going to be taunting on Louisville, or is it going to be unnecessary roughness on Alliance? We'll find out. I don't know. All I know is it happened way on the far side of the field at around the 25, 26-yard line. But what a return by Luke Seaman. So 47 seconds to go. Here's the call by our referee. 14-13 Leopards, 47 seconds to go in the first half. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick with you on a beautiful Friday night here in Stark County. Beautiful night here in Alliance.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get Owen Wilson on some sort of penalty here. I don't know if it was taunting or.
Yeah, you could tell they're gonna mark. Well, let's see. I don't know. Oh, the old Mickey Mouse sideline warning. Then you got a personal foul on Louisville. So they will mark this from the 5 across the 30 to the 35, and they will mark it at the Alliance 40. So still good field position. Not quite the 25, but the Leopards, with 47 seconds to go, they lead 14-13, and they still have 2 timeouts available. So let's see if they go up top right away. We'll see how they play this.
Yeah, still got 2 timeouts. You got time for a couple runs here if you want.
Fake jet sweep. They're going to give it right up the middle. DiMarzio and the Aviators were not fooled. DiMarzio brought down just inside the Alliance 40-yard line. That was Donnie Belts on the tackle for Alliance. Well, Louisville just kind of they're taking their time here. We're down to 25 seconds, and they still have those 2 timeouts in their pocket. 4 wide, back to throw Stouffer. 3-man rush. He's got time. Gabe rolling right, looking. Fires down the right side, incomplete. Nice catch by one of the assistant coaches down there for Alliance. That will stop the clock, though, but 15 seconds to go. And the 3rd and 10 Leopards coming up with the Aviators' 40-yard line.
Yeah, interesting play call because time-wise you can do anything, but at some point you need a first down and you got to get down, moving down the field. Probably not kicking a field goal anywhere close to here, so they got to get some yards here with 15 seconds left.
So the Leopards going to go wide left, slot left. Your slot man is Quinn Burek. Stouffer in the gun, whistles, timeout. Alliance. They have 1 timeout remaining. Nope, they're done. That's their final timeout. So 15 seconds to go in the first half. Good ball game here. I hope you're enjoying it on 1310 WDPN and our multiple social media platforms. 15 seconds to go in the first half, and the Leopards on top of Alliance by the score of 14-13. Mentally, I'm trying to will concession stands up to the press box. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah. You mentioned it's a good game. They got 4 or 5 different media outlets or groups here today, so.
Yeah, this level of the press box is full. It is full. Of course, downstairs you've got PA announcer, the clock operator, statistician, people running the scoreboard, the TVs. So it's full house over here tonight. Nice crowd, really nice crowd, and we hope you're enjoying the ball game on 1310 WDPN. 14-13 Leopards, 15 seconds to go in the first half of play. Louisville going right to left inside the Alliance 39-yard line. Trips left for Louisville, tight right, Stouffer in the gun. DeMarzio is tailback to the left-hand side. Gabe back to throw. They'll rush 3. Gabe's going to throw it deep. Got a man wide open. Caught at the 15, to the 10, inside the 5, and down to the 3-yard line. What a grab by Quinn Burek. And it's first and goal, Leopards, and they'll call a timeout with 7 seconds to go. That was pretty.
A wheel route coming. He was in the slot, kind of delayed, and must have been a missed coverage or something. He was wide open.
I mean, wide open. He was waiting for that ball. Come on, ball. Come on, ball. Finally got to him, and the Leopards take a timeout with 7 seconds. They've got 1 timeout remaining. This timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. The Friends and Family Credit Union, proud sponsors of all of our timeouts on AM 1310 WDPN. All right, what do you do here, Caleb? You got your first and goal at the 6. You can easily run 2 plays here.
Yeah. You got time. If you got a run you like here, you run it, call timeout, and then, got to play.
Trips to the right, Stouffer to throw. It's a wheel route out of the back. Touchdown, Louisville. Owen DeMarzio. What a beautifully executed call. And the Leopards have taken a 7-point lead, 20-13 with 4 seconds to go in the first half. That was fantastic.
Don't need to run it when you got to play like that. That was perfect. Great pass, great catch, easy touchdown for the Leopards. Got a chance to go up 8 here going into the half.
Boy, what a beautifully designed play. They executed that to a T. Dahlem on for the extra point. Nope, penalty flag. Offsides on Alliance. Look, with Louisville tempted to go for 2 here and make it a 9-point game, or they just stick to the 1?
Typically, I'd say go for it, but official signaled the wrong way, and I think his buddies helped him out there.
Let's see here. Looks like the Leps will play it safe and go for 1.
Yeah, because of the blocked PAT for Alliance, you go up by 8 here, as much as you want to go up by 9.
So Louisville on top, 20-13. Dom coming up for the extra point for the Leopards. Snap spot, right foot into it, up, and the kick is good. So with 4 seconds left to go in the first half, the Leopards have taken a 21-13 lead over Alliance. This has been a lot of fun. Good offense. There's been some good defense, great individual plays, and it's an 8-point lead.
Got some fireworks.
You bet.
5 straight drives ending in touchdowns.
Last week we had 27 points combined. It was a 19-8 Marlington lead. Tonight we're already at 34 with the Louisville in front, 21-13. Stick around. Halftime activities are coming up, so keep it here on AM 1310 WDPN. Halftime, West Branch 7, New Philly nothing. Still Hoover 28, Medina 10 with about 5 minutes to go. Oh, boy, Jackson. Holy cow. Fitch 27, Jackson 3. CVCA 35, Canton South nothing. That's at the half. CVCA, they must have a ball club again this year.
Starting off their season Come out of the gates running.
Dom with the kick. That's going to go out of bounds if they let it. That's not what Louisville wanted, because now Alliance gets to put the ball in the hands of J.R. Jackson at least one more time. Now the Aviators are out of timeouts, but they got 4 seconds left. So they'll take one crack at it. They're trailing 21-13 as the sun has set. A beautiful sky here tonight here in Alliance. Great crowd, as we mentioned. Great football game. Great student sections. And I'll tell you what, they put a brand new air conditioning unit in.
It's working.
It's working. We don't need it tonight. We needed it last weekend. But Mount Union games will be a lot more palatable here on Saturday afternoons during the late summer, early fall with the AC going. Aviators say, you know what, let's just take a knee and go to the locker room. And that's exactly what they have done. 2 quarters in the books here at Larry Karras Stadium on the campus of the University of Mount Union, and a good half of high school football. Your score, Louisville 21 and the Alliance Aviators 13. The 13-10 WDPN halftime activities are coming up. Stay with us.
Craving something fresh in Alliance? Head to Pulp, where every day starts with in-house fresh squeezed juices, packed with real fruits and veggies. Need a boost? Try our wheatgrass or ginger shots. Small shots, big energy. Hungry? We've got you covered with crave-worthy bowls and wraps, loaded with flavor and made fresh just for you. Come visit us on 450 West State Street in Alliance. Healthy never tasted this good. Fresh flavors made just for you.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection. Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them, and we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News. A man is headed to prison for a fatal shooting in Perry Township. 43-year-old Myron Johnson of Grafton was sentenced today by Stark County Common Pleas Judge Kristen Farmer to 16 to 21 and a half years behind bars. He was also given 2 to 5 years probation. Johnson pleaded guilty to charges of voluntary manslaughter, felonious assault, and having weapons under disability. He was initially charged with murder in the slaying of 57-year-old David Ward, but took a plea deal. Ward was found shot to death in his Lincoln Way East apartment in July 2024. When charges were filed in December, Johnson was in a state prison for a parole violation. A Canton man has pleaded not guilty to charges of killing his live-in boyfriend. An attorney for 34-year-old Daniel Mattei entered the written plea today during his client's arraignment in Stark County Common Pleas Court. Mattei was indicted Wednesday on charges including murder stemming from the slaying of Ryan Godby of Canton. He disappeared after leaving a nightclub on Cherry Avenue Northeast June 19th. Mattei allegedly beat and choked him the following day. Godby's body has not been found. Police haven't released a motive. Mattei is scheduled to return to court September 9th for a pre-trial hearing. The Highway Patrol is investigating a single vehicle crash in Sandy Township that took a man's life. It happened just before 6 a.m. today on Route 43. 22-year-old Michael Weaver of Canton was northbound when his car went off the right side of the road, struck a tree, and caught fire near Indian Run Road. Bystanders pulled him from the vehicle. Weaver was taken to Alton Hospital where he died of his injuries. Stark County's jobless rate sees a small increase. July unemployment was 5.4%, up from June's figure of 5.1%. According to Ohio Job and Family Services, it was 4.7% in July 2024. Carroll County's unemployment increased to 5.3%, while Columbiana County's was unchanged at 5.6%. In Mahoning County, the jobless figure rose to 6%, and Portage County's increased to 5.4%. Unemployment across Ohio was up to 5%. The Hall of Fame Village and the owners of Pizza Oven restaurants are dueling in court. Bear Management, which owns the restaurants, says it has exclusive rights to sell pizza in the village and says the village reneged on that promise. Bear Management says a deal was reached with third-party vendor AVI Food Systems, giving Pizza Oven exclusivity in the village. AVI is no longer the vendor, and the suit says the village has taken the position the exclusive supply agreement is unenforceable. The suit was filed in Stark County Common Pleas Court, asking a judge to terminate the lease. The restaurant opened in fall 2023. Work to replace a pedestrian bridge at Sippo Lake Trail is expected to be complete in mid-September. Stark Parks says the project will cost about $54,500. The repository reports money came from individual and corporate donations. A 40-year-old Canton man was charged with arson for setting a fire in March which destroyed the walking portion and railing over 150 feet between Exploration Gateway and the Sippo Marina. The work will be done by Red Sun Construction of Wadsworth. Nimishillen Township trustees purchased personal protective fire gear Thursday. WDPN's David Schurer reports.
Using $14,667 of grant funds from the State of Ohio Fire Marshal, trustees approved Fire Chief Adam Gladys's request to get 4 sets of personal protective fire gear from Municipal Emergency Services of Warren, Ohio, for $18,555. Trustees also approved $16,580 purchase of asphalt from Allied Corporation. 3 quotes for a road and maintenance office's security system were discussed and tabled for further study. And they declared 5122 Glen Oak Avenue as a nuisance due to high weeds, grass, debris, and an unregistered vehicle.
More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
A man who is a chaplain at Alliance Community Hospital has pleaded not guilty to 85 counts of pandering obscenity involving a minor. The plea was entered Thursday in Columbiana County Common Pleas Court by the attorney for 37-year-old Joseph Sabella of Knox Township. He appeared for his arraignment. A pretrial hearing is scheduled for September 19th. Sabella was indicted earlier this month. The Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force arrested him at his Stanley Drive home July 2nd. A search reportedly revealed thousands of images of children taking part in sex acts or in states of nudity. Sabella is on paid leave. A lawsuit filed against the Portage County Sheriff's Office by a Manaway police officer has been tossed out of court. The suit was brought by Miranda Brothers. In Wednesday's dismissal, federal judge Bridget Meehan Brennan cited non-compliance of court orders by Brothers and her attorney. The case was dropped without prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled. A deputy reported Brothers left her 5-year-old child in the care of a known sexually oriented offender at a village apartment on New Year's Day 2024. She was placed on paid administrative leave. Brothers accused Sheriff Bruce Zukowski and arresting deputies of filing a complaint that contradicts sworn testimony of deputies who observed the child and continuing the case after deputies found no evidence to support the allegations. A child endangering charge was dismissed in July. Sentencing will be September 16th for a Youngstown man who admitted forcing at least 6 women into prostitution. 36-year-old Larry Burgess pleaded guilty to compelling prostitution, corrupting another with drugs, and trafficking in cocaine. Burgess was to go on trial September 29th. His guilty plea meant the dismissal of 2 counts of rape and several drug and weapons charges. This week's school shooting in Minneapolis has brought action from the Youngstown Catholic Diocese. Bishop David Bonar Thursday announced a task force to address safety and security issues. 2 children were killed and 17 others injured in Wednesday's incident. According to WFMJ-TV, Bonar says the diocese already has emergency plans in place, with schools conducting emergency drills and starting on-site safety inspections last year to make sure best practices were followed. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, patchy fog, otherwise mostly clear skies, and a low near 45. Fog will make way for sunshine Saturday with a high around 72. From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them. And we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
And we welcome you back here, AM 1310 WDPN. Halftime activities continue here at Larry Karras Stadium on the campus of the University of Mount Union. Sam Berkwin and Caleb Norick. Good to be with you on your Friday night. Thanks for hanging out with us. What a beautiful night. Beautiful sunset. It didn't get much better than this. And the game's good, too. 21-13 Louisville with the lead here at half. The Leopard Band did a great job, as they always do, and now the Alliance Band performing for the folks on the far side. 21-13 Leopards. Let's get you some scores here. And we'll start with baseball, because this is it for the card. It's do or die. It's sweep or be done. Well, not looking good. Seattle 4, Cleveland nothing in the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Mariners jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the first inning tonight. So the Guardians are going to have to come back. They're down 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Games that matter as far as the wild card chase is concerned. Boston leads Pittsburgh 1-0 in the fifth. Mets are hammering the Marlins 12-0 in the third. Yankees lead the White Sox 1-0. College football tonight, Wake Forest leads Kennesaw State 7-6 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Michigan State 14, Western Michigan nothing, 2 minutes to go. Kansas over Wagner 14-0 early in the second quarter. Illinois leads Western Illinois 14-0 in the first quarter play. No Shador, no problem. Colorado 7, Georgia Tech nothing in the first quarter. Auburn and Baylor just underway in Waco. No score. Later on tonight, Central Michigan will be out in San Jose to take on San Jose State. Now, some of the high school football scores out of the area. This is one to take a look at. Pickerington North leads Cleveland St. Ignatius 14-7 in the second quarter of play. Oh my gosh. Oh, poor Jackson. Austintown Fitch 41, Jackson 3, and they're still in the first half. That's a running clock. Lake doubling up Boardman 28-14 at half. Medina 35, Hoover 35, Medina 10 at halftime. And looks like Jackson, we kind of had a quick conversation. The Bears are now on their third string quarterback, so that's not helping the cause tonight over in Austintown. McKinley, they started at 8 o'clock tonight against St. Augustine. That was a scheduled 8 o'clock kick. There was an earlier game there, so they moved it to 8 o'clock. I don't have a score there yet. And a game that I haven't seen a score on all night, Maslin and Glen Oak.
44-3. I'll let you guess which one's got the 44.
Yeah, I think their mascot is a tiger. Yeah. So Maslin rolling, we thought they would there. 44-3. Canton South having a rough night tonight. But here, I think we got the best game. Louisville 21 and Alliance 13. And Caleb, your thoughts on the I gotta tell everybody, my man has got the coat on.
Yeah.
He had enough of the AC. He came prepared, so he's got the coat on. But tell us about that first half.
It's a good one. Yeah, we had a good one last week. Was slow going, the game that we were at. So this is a little bit different. But, first possession for each team. One was a turnover, one turnover on downs. And since then, they've ended in a touchdown for each side, except for the deal at the end there for the Aviators. So both offenses have been clicking. They've been finding the openings, making plays, and now defenses need to make some adjustments and see what they can do to slow down the other side in the second half.
I'm trying to remember now who gets the ball at the second half.
Aviators.
Okay, so Alliance will get the ball, so they'll be good for them because they're down 8 and have a chance to get right back in this ball game. Don't forget, next Friday, a little roadie for the crew will be in Streetsboro as the Streetsboro Rockets will welcome in these Alliance Aviators. Pregame at 6:30 next Friday. The kick at 7 right here on AM 1310 WDPN. You can catch us on our WDPN X page, our well, hopefully by next Friday we'll be at our WDPN Facebook page. You got to get that fixed. And, of course, we'll be on the Q92 radio page on YouTube as well. But
Northwest Indians opened up their season tonight at Marlington, 28-0 at the half.
Northwest
is up 28-0. And Minerva 13, Crestwood 0 at the half.
All right, Big Zach, let's go. Good job, Minerva Lions. Good job. Get that first win. Teams are out warming up for the second half. Louisville to our right. I don't think Alliance has come out yet. They have not. I think they still got to go put that extra 3 minutes up on for the warm-up, I think, because Alliance, again, has not come out yet. We started the ball game tonight right at 7 o'clock. And we had a beautiful day today. And it's right now it's 59 here in Alliance. And I think we're, by the time we're out of here, it'll be about 54, 55 degrees. It'll be a nice day tomorrow, 73, low of 48. Sunday looking good. Now, I know the weather can change in an instant, but next Friday, partner, 65 and partly sunny and a low of 45. So more good football weather next week as we'll be covering Alliance in Streetsboro. Other ball games next week on the Q92 Radio Sports Network. Ooh, Northwest at Louisville next Friday. That'll be a good one. Marlington at Warren Howland. Orville at Canton Central Catholic. Perry will be at Warren Harding. That will be fun. Akron East at Canton South. We'll have Alliance at Streetsboro. East Canton, Sandy Valley. And then don't forget next Saturday, it will be Cleveland Heights at McKinley and Tom Benson. There's 3 high school games going on next week. I believe Glen Oak is involved in one. There's 3 games. Doggone it. Glen Oak's playing Cleveland East Tech. McKinley is going to play Cleveland Heights. And there's another one. And it's escaping me right now. But there's a triple header next Saturday at Benson. So if you want to watch some pretty good high school football, head over there and grab a ticket and enjoy some football next Saturday.
Over at Benson, St. Augustine Prep got the opening kickoff and drove right down the field 7-0. 6:36 left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah. Come on, Renzi. Get them going over there. We'll keep you intact with what's going on over at Benson there. Again, that was an 8 o'clock kickoff. Heck, we might be able to go there and catch the last 2 minutes if this game keeps rolling the way it is. I want to welcome you back into the Dom Capers press box here at Larry Cara Stadium, Mount Union. Sam Berkman, Caleb North get ready for the second half of play. I'm tinkering with turning the lights off. What do you think? You see okay? Oh, yeah, that's nice. We got plenty of lights. That's good. That's beautiful. I should have thought of that earlier. But the glare was starting to, I'm like, you know what? It might be time to turn these things out. And we're in good shape. Louisville Leopard cheerleaders, they're getting a little chilly too. They got the hoodies on. You know what my dad, rest his soul, you know what he would say to me right now? What are you going to do when it's winter?
Yeah, it's still August.
What are you going to do? It's August.
Not even Labor Day yet.
Oh, my goodness. We'll still have some nice warm days. We always do. Looking forward to that. Going to have another little get-together out at the 50-yard line. Another shaking of the hands. Louisville Alliance are going to make sure, tell the officials what they want to do here in the second half, but Alliance will receive to start the third quarter of play. What a beautiful night for football here. I was driving, I got here about 1:30, 1:35, and you could see a lot of the kids were moving their stuff in and getting settled in their dorms. A lot of activity. I think there was some cross country stuff going on, and place was hopping for a 1:30 on a Friday afternoon over here.
Yeah.
So that was good to see. Another class of students coming over to Mount Union. We wish them the best as they start their college years. Boy, what I would give to turn back the clock and do that again. Goes so fast. Louisville, white jerseys, white pants with those nice, sharp, dark navy numbers. No letters, though, just numbers for the Leps. They got the numbers on the front and back, and they got them just off to the sides of the shoulder pads on both shoulders. They got new helmets this year. They just say Ville. There's no more leopard logo. I'm going to tell you, I never thought I'd see the day when they took the leopard off the helmet. I really, that was a surprise.
There might be some people below us that are not happy to see it, but I think it looks sharp, and they definitely get a gold star from the broadcasters group for readability on the numbers.
Oh, this is beautiful. I mean, these are like it's not the old school block numbers, but they're taller. They're more vertical, and they take up 80% of the jersey on the back, and it's just beautiful. There's a pooch kickoff right side. It's loose on the ground, and the Aviators fall on it back at their own 38-yard line. Oh, a little element of surprise there for Coach Kappas, but the Aviators flopped on that pigskin, and they'll take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looked like the Leopards had a chance to get it because we're watching the replay here. Yeah, the number 15 for the Aviators went through his hands, and Drake Wilson was right there, but Alex Hartman was able to fall on it. And Aviators will get the ball 1st and 10 from the 39.
I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised the number that Northwest is doing on Marlington right now. There's a handoff for Alliance over the 45 to the 46 to the 47-yard line. Is that Hawkins? Yes. Big pickup for Ravon. We'll give him 7. We'll call it 2nd down on a short 3.
3, 2, 4, 6, 4, 4. 3, 2, 4, 6, 4, 4.
21-13 Louisville, just getting cranked up here in the 3rd quarter of play. Got whistles, and we got a false start. I think that may be only our 2nd one of those we've seen tonight. Purple Raiders of Mount Union open up their season next Saturday, 1 o'clock against the Wheaton Thunder. We'll have it here on 1310 WDPN and all across our social media platforms. And they go to Grove City, Pennsylvania for the next game. There's Ravon Hawkins around the left side. Ravon's going to be taken down about the 43. He may have ground out a yard on that particular play. And now the Aviators are looking at 3rd down and 6. 10:54, clock running in the 3rd quarter of play. The Leopards 21 and the Lions 13. Got some movement up on the line of scrimmage, and this time it's going to be offsides on Louisville. Now, it's not going to get them a 1st down, but that 3rd and 6 now just got changed to a 3rd and 1.
They gave him those 5 yards right back. Got him with the hard count there. All 3 linemen jumped offsides on Louisville.
Check out our scoreboard here. Boy, they're coming in fast and furious now. Halftime, Perry 23, St. Vincent St. Mary nothing. Spencer Lino looking to start his career at Perry as a coach, 2-0. Here comes J.R. Jacks up the middle to midfield, squeezing his way just inside the 50-yard line, and that's just enough for Alliance Aviator 1st down. Let's see here.
Knew what he needed to get, and got gain of 2 there. They're going to put it right at the 50-yard line, but that's enough for a 1st down.
New Philly just missed a 23-yard field goal. West Branch leads the Quakers 7-0 early in the 3rd quarter. Jackson dumps it right side, incomplete. Barton was I'm sorry, that wasn't Barton. That was Jaron Blair, the intended receiver. We'll bring up second down and 10. 9:53 to go third quarter. 21-13. If you're just joining us, Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick, very happy to be with you on this Friday night here in the Carnation City on 1310 WDPN. And check us out on all of our social media platforms.
Yeah, if you're the receiver there, probably happy that you didn't catch it.
Yeah, that's right.
The corner was coming to make the hit. And thankfully the corner laid
Twins
up.
each side, handoff. Ravon Hawkins right up the middle, trying to slant to the left, and that was tough sledding for number 3 in the Aviators jersey, as Hawkins is going to be taken down at the Louisville, we'll call it the 47-yard line. So another third down possession play for Coach Goodman and the Aviators. 9:27 to go. Third quarter, 21-13 Louisville. Back to throw, JR steps up in the pocket. He's running to his right. He cranks it up. The ball got batted up in the air, and it's intercepted by the Leopards at the 49-yard line. Colton Doherty, I think he intercepted it, did he not?
One official said it hit the turf. The other one gave it to him, so we'll see what they say.
And looks like they're going to say incomplete. Well, that was a heck of an effort anyhow.
Yeah, that was.
You're not seeing a lot of barking down here by the Louisville coaches, but I thought that was an interception. But fourth down, and Coach Goodman says, hey, we're going to go 4th and 8 at the Louisville 48-yard line. Now remember, J.R. Jackson also was the punter, so now he will back step a couple of steps, and now he'll boot it out of there. Nice kick by J.R. inside the 10, inside the 5, and it runkles into the end zone for a touchback. And the Leopards will take over first and 10. 9:09 to go in the third quarter. It's still Louisville 21 and Alliance 13, AM 1310 WDPN. Of course, a lot of great, well, I'll just say a lot of games all along the Q92 Radio Sports Network tonight. A lot of blowouts tonight. I think we got the primo game here. Green losing to Riverside 13-3. That ball game just getting ready to go in the second half. A little surprise, maybe. Riverside's a good program. I can't remember. Green Indian Valley last weekend. I think Indian Valley won that game.
Yeah.
So Green, it's been a while since they started 0-2. All right, Leopards up to the line of scrimmage. Gabe Stouffer in the shotgun for Coach Cap. 9:09 to go third quarter. Leopards on top, 21-13 here at Alliance. Play action pass, dump out, caught. No, DiMarzio, 25. DiMarzio, 30, 35-yard line. First down. They'll mark him at the 36. That's a 16-yard pickup and a first down for Louisville. Oh, DiMarzio, he can run it, he can catch it, and he can go, and he did that right there.
Yep, lined up in the slot there. Just a pitch and catch, and makes yards after the catch, gets up to 36.
So Louisville, first and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Colton Norris is going to go wide to the right. Down here to the left is Burek. Pass out into the flat. DiMarzio got it. Little shake and bake to the 40, and Owen across the 42 to the Louisville 43-yard line. Picks up 7 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second down and 3. And the clock continues to run. 8:24 to go, third quarter. If you're just joining us, hang out with us here for a little bit. Good ball game going. 21-13 Leopards over Alliance, week 2 of the high school football season.
The same route to DiMarzio. They just flipped it so it's to the field side there, and another good pickup of 7. Louisville continues rolling so far on offense.
Leopard's going to go wide left, slot left. In the gun, Stouffer. Gabe's going to keep it, tuck it, go. 45. Gabe to the 50. Gabe Stouffer to the 47. He's to the 45-yard line. And another first down for Louisville. Gabe Stouffer, that dark navy number 5 on his traveling white Louisville jersey, picking him up and laying him down for a first down.
I know it's oversimplifying it, but those Leopard linemen are just they're making holes, and they're moving whoever they want at will, it seems like right now.
They are. It looks like they've just got a boost of energy on this drive, and they are taking it right to the Aviators, up 21-13. First and 10, Leps at the Flyers 45. Inside handoff, outside of the 45 or the 40-35. Breaking tackles to the 32-yard line is Owen Wilson.
Flag down.
Flag down. I thought I saw face mask. Maybe. Let's see. No. Holding on Louisville. That hold must have came right at the end of that play. That would be a first down. Now the officials are going to mark off the holding penalty on the Leopards with 7:25 to go in the third quarter. 21-14. Check it. 21-13 Louisville here on AM 1310 WDPN. Next Friday night, Alliance will be at Streetsboro. 7 o'clock right here on 1310 WDPN. All right, penalty's been marked off. They will get the first down, get credit for that, so that officially that'll make it a 1st and 9 for Louisville at the Aviator 44s. The Leopards go right to left. Inside handoff to Wilson. Wilson trying to break free, but he can't. He did scamper for a couple of yards out to the, well, we'll say he's down about the 42-yard line of Alliance. 6:58 to go third quarter. Leopards in front, 21-13. Nice crowd here tonight on this Friday. 59 degrees. Your temperature and clear skies. We've got a little crescent moon and beautiful late sunset to our right here at Mount Union. Leps trying to spread them out here now. Twins right. They'll break out of that motion. Handoff. Wilson coming around the left side. Flag down. This is coming back. Wilson's going to keep chucking. 30, 25, 20. Got a block at the 15. Look at Wilson go into the end zone for the touchdown. Now, is it coming back? Holding Louisville. Touchdown off the board. Not sure they even needed that hold there. But that's going to wipe the 6 points off the board. Alliance gets a little reprieve.
Yeah, someone in the backfield, they called it right away, just grabbed a hold of one of the linemen as he was getting out to the end. And another thing that happened there, if I'm reading correctly, Gabe Stouffer kind of came up holding his arm, but he's still out there, so it looks like he's going to be good to go.
Get you a little scoreboard here coming up. All right, we're going to finally put this ball down at the Louisville 48-yard line. 2nd and 17, Leopards going right to left. Third quarter, 6:25 to go. Louisville on top by 8. Stouffer to throw. They bring 4. There's a pass caught over the middle, inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line. Jake Baker, the big sophomore tight end with the catch, the cradle. And this is a much more manageable third down now for Louisville. 3rd and 8 at the Aviator 43-yard line as we're coming up on 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, good play call there. Just get some of that back, give you a manageable third down that you can go get.
Depending on what they do here, I'd be surprised maybe if they feel they're in 2-down territory. Let's see. Motion coming back the other way. Fake. Now it's a little scoop shovel to DiMarzio. How about that play? DiMarzio was able to twist his way down to the 41 and down at the 40-yard line. That was like a fake pitch, underhand shovel. And DiMarzio got it in traffic, and he weaseled his way down to the 40-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 5, and it looks like the Leopards are going to bring the punt team in with 5:22 to go third quarter. That's a big stop for Alliance right there.
It was, yeah. It's like a triple option play. They had a couple different options. Yeah. Ends up giving it to the up back, and Alliance stayed home and made the stop. 4th and 5, Coach Kappas wants to punt it away.
So Stouffer is back at his 47-yard line. Did they do a fake here? No. Stouffer gets it. He's running right. There's the rugby boot. That's going to go way out of bounds. I bet you that they're going to be lucky to get down to the 30-yard line here. Let's watch the official on the far side with the arm in the air. He says, let's spot this at the 28-yard line. 4:52 to go in the third. 21-13 in favor of Louisville. Don't forget the post-game show after tonight's game. We'll wrap things up, get you some stats. We'll talk about the scoring. We'll check the scores. A little bit later on tonight, tomorrow morning, we'll have some photos and interviews to post for you on our social media platforms. Talk to the coach and players of the winning team tonight after the ball game. We got another delay here now. 4:52 to go. Officials timeout. 21-13 Louisville. Sam Berkman and Caleb Norick with you. Perry 30. St. Vincent St. Mary nothing. Still 10 minutes to go in the third. That's a running clock. Hoover 42. Medina 10. That's a running clock. Third quarter, Perry 23. St. V nothing. End of the third already. West Branch 7. And New Philly, nothing. He must be taking off 5 seconds at a time over there in that ball game. Holy smokes.
We thought we were moving quick.
We were moving pretty quick. I'd like to see the Warriors get that one and get back to 500. Here comes J.R. Jackson. Little shake and bake across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. J.R. picks up a gain of 3 yards on the play. J.R. Jackson, Ravon Hawkins, one of the better 1-2 punches in Stark County as far as offense, high school football is concerned. And trust me, folks, make sure you get over here to the gymnasium this year. Or if you follow Alliance on the road and watch J.R. Jackson play round ball, he will not be disappointed. Jackson steps up in the pocket. Leopards are coming after him, and they got him back at the 25-yard line. That's a loss of 6 yards on the play. And the Louisville defensive front, they got some big boys down there. They were coming after it, and JR had nowhere to go.
Yeah, they got stood up by a couple of linemen. Then Isaiah Bragg came in and brought them down. Big loss, 3rd and 13 for the Aviators.
3:44, third quarter. Leopards 21, Alliance 13. Flags. False start Alliance, and now it's going to be 3rd and 18 back at their 20-yard line. So kind of coming off the hinges a little bit here for Coach Goodman's Aviators here in this third quarter. All right, West Branch on the board again. 1-yard touchdown run by Thomas. 14-0 Warriors early in the fourth quarter. Guardians are scratching back a little bit now. Seattle 4, Cleveland 1. Bottom of the sixth to Cleveland. Jackson over the middle. Caught at the 30. Nope, incomplete. Thought he had him at the 33-yard line. But it's ruled incomplete. Tried to squeeze that in there. Rayon Edwards, number 12, the 6'1", 170-pound senior. And that was a very quick drive. Aviator punt team is summoned with 3:26 to go in the third. Louisville 21 and Alliance 13. See if the Leps get a good return here. Well, you don't see your quarterback go back to field punts, but you are here tonight, Gabe Stouffer. Yeah. He's very dangerous. High snap. JR gets it out of there. That's returnable on a good bounce. Here, nope, they're going to let it go. Now, and Stouffer's mad at himself. He clapped his hands. He said, I should have picked that ball up. But it'll be marked dead at the 38-yard line with 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Still 21-13 in favor of the Louisville Leopards. Next Friday, Alliance in Streetsboro, right here on 1310 WDPN. The Streetsboro Rockets will await the Aviators a week from tonight. Weather should be nice again. Looking forward to that. And then presto, it'll be week 4.
Yeah.
And then it'll be week 8.
It's crazy.
And then we'll be talking rivalry week, and we'll say, what the heck happened? Where did it go? All right, Leopards 1st and 10 now. Stouffer in the gun. They're going to go trips left. That's over here to the boundary. Wide right, slot right. It's an empty set. Going to be a jet sweep coming this way. 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. DiMarzio levers the hit down to the Alliance 41-yard line. And a penalty flag. Another penalty flag. That's going to be at least 15 yards on Alliance. At least.
Yeah, just lack of discipline there. DiMarzio, really good run.
They're coming unglued right now.
Kind of on the Louisville sideline, and one of the Aviators gave him a nice little shove at the end to let him know he was there. And unfortunately, 3 officials were watching and waiting.
Ooh, how about this? Cleveland Glenville 7, Olin Tangi Liberty nothing in the 4th quarter. So 15-yard mock-off on Alliance. That's another penalty on the Aviators now. They're picking those up here at a pretty rapid pace. And the ball will be placed inside the 25 down to the Alliance 23-yard line. CVCA 42, Canton South 7. That is a running clock. Holy smokes. It's the best game in town. Wilson in motion. Jet sweep Wilson. Cuts it up. 25. Got out of a tackle. He's going to circle the wagons, and then he'll be buried back at the 25-yard line. So a lot of running, and he's going to lose maybe 2. Thought he may have been tackled back at the 25. They're going to mark him at the 24, so a loss of 2 on the play. And it's 2nd down and 12. 2:45. Clock runs 3rd quarter. Been stuck on 21-13 here for a little bit.
Yeah, Breon Edwards is the guy that got called for the late hit there. Well, comes back next play and makes a tackle in the backfield. That's what you like to see.
Our Fitch 41, Jackson 3 now, 3rd quarter. Leopard's going to go with a fake jet sweep. They'll give it to Wilson on a little comeback counter up the middle, and nothing there as the Aviators swarm the Leopard running back at the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go for Wilson. Tonight's game on 1310 WDPN brought to you in part by Pulp, RG Drag, Robertson's, Lisa's Dream Getaway, and Friends and Family Credit Union. All right, here we go. Big play for the Leopard. Big play for both these teams now. 3rd and 12, Louisville going right to left at the Alliance 24. Stouffer to throw. Gabe fires it flat. Wilson got it. He's going to be drilled and taken down at the 29-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and a flag is thrown. And Alliance got another 15-yard penalty after the play.
It was, same young man made a great tackle there. And unfortunately, it looks like went a little too far and it's going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
15-yard penalty on Alliance after they had stuffed Louisville for a big loss. And that cannot make Coach Goodman happy at all. So we'll walk off another penalty. And this time, the ball is going to be placed just inside the Alliance 15. This is the demoralizing for the Aviators.
I don't think it's a first down, though. It's going to be 3rd.
About
3.
About 3. So the Alliance can still come out of this okay if they make a stop here. Because, well, you know what? They're probably in 2-down territory.
It actually looks like they're now saying 4th down, so I think they're going to give them the play, which was a big stop, then give them the 15
they run
yards.
up
It's
to
going to be
15, so it's still
4th
going to be 4th and 2. You're right. Good call. All right, so the Leopards, a real big play now. 4th and 2 at the Alliance 14-yard line. Almost a bunch formation left. Stouffer's going to get it, and there he goes. 15-10 out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Stouffer needed 2. He got 7. 1st and goal, Louisville. I love that play. Real quick, real simple. They lined up more bodies over here than the Alliance had, and Stouffer did the rest and got the first down.
Foot race to the line to gain. He got there and a little bit more.
Dr. Michael Thomas sitting over here in our Press box to the left. One of the biggest supporters of Louisville sports you will ever see. First and goal, Leopards at the Aviator 8-yard line. They give it to DiMarzio. Owen bruising his way inside the 8. And DiMarzio is going to be taken down at around the 7-yard line. Under a minute to go in the third. 21-13 Leopards. Louisville trying to start 2-0. It's been a while since they've done that. They went through some growing pains. They went through a couple of coaches, but I think they got their man now. Chris Kappa's done a great job with this program in a short 3-year period. Don't forget, they'll be jumping into the All-American Conference in a couple of years. DiMarzio in motion. He'll get the jet sweep. Owen back at the 10, cuts into the 5 to the 4. Owen DiMarzio down at the 4-yard line. They'll bring up a third down coming up. But the Leopards are in no hurry here, and they will walk to the other end of the field. We have played pre here in Alliance. Your score, the Louisville Leopards 21, the Alliance Aviators 13. We'll take a break and come back with more high school football on 1310 WDPN.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency is a locally woman-owned travel agency helping you see the world. Lisa books any and all types of travel, honeymoons, all-inclusive, cruises, Disney, along with bachelor and bachelorette trips and destination weddings with low deposit, and you set your monthly payments. Mention Q92 to get $50 on board cruise credit cabin or $150 off your non-canceled vacation or honeymoon. Call 330-428-0610. Lisa's Dream Getaways Travel Agency. If you don't go, you won't know.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect
He's rolling
fit
to the
for
right
you.
side. He's
RG
looking
Drag,
downfield,
where
fires into
careers
the end
begin.
zone. Incomplete. Good defense by Alliance. He tried to squeeze it into DiMarzio, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and goal now for Louisville. And it looks like, Caleb, they're going to try to tack free on here and make it an 11-point game with just under 12 minutes to go in the contest. Should tell you that last drive ending up in the RG Drag red zone. RG Drag, learn, earn, and succeed. Bauman for the field goal. This is going to be a 21-yard attempt on the right hash. Stouffer will put it down. Snap spot, kick up. Plenty of juice. It's up, and it's good. And the Leopards increase the lead with 11:51 to go. It's now Louisville 24 and the Lions 13. Welcome back to Larry Karras Stadium, AM 1310 WDPN. Good to be with you on this high school football Friday. Sam Berkwin and Caleb Norick with you. Thanks for hanging out with us on a beautiful night for football. Shout out to our good friends at AWP Safety, bringing you our AWP Safety Sam Berkwin Show Football Friday all season long here on 1310 WDPN. Got to see Hall of Famers tonight. Jackie Slater was here, part of the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame residency program. Jackie was looking good, had his gold jacket on. That's just kind of cool. That's got to be a big thrill for a high school kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, wow, okay.
Yeah,
now, they may not have known who he was.
Yeah.
But
the jacket
helps.
helps.
The jacket helps. You're a Hall of Famer.
It's a prestige, even if you don't know the name. You know that there's only 300-something people in the world that have that
That's right.
jacket. So.
That is exactly right. So the Aviators got to do a couple things, Caleb. First, they got to settle down. They got to knock off the silly penalties. And number two, they need to get some momentum offensively, get Louisville a little bit on their heels. Now, it's only an 11-point game. Only 11 points. You got plenty of time. On with the kickoff. Aviators return from the 10. Now coming up the middle, all the way across the field to the 15, to the 20, 25, 27, stop, start, 30. Still on his feet, all the way out to the 35-yard line. That's a great return by the Alliance Aviators. Cam Barton, he has done it all tonight for Coach Goodman.
Yeah, I mean, he did a whole lot of running there, but a great return gets him up to the 35. And, you know, Alliance, after a good first half offensively, is at about 2 yards here in the second half with the penalties in their 2 drives. So they got to get something going, get some points on the board.
So 11:41 to go in the ball game. Leopards in front by the score of 24-13.
Coach Goodman talked about this pregame. They got lots of yards last week, but they didn't get as many points as they liked. And here they are again. The first half, lots of moving the ball down the field, but just 13 points to show for it so far.
Motion. Martin going around the right side. He got a little pitch, 30, 35, 40. Upended at the 42, but a big play for 7. And we'll call it second down and 3. Now the Aviators are cooking a little bit now on offense. They're down 11:24 to go in the game. You don't have to hurry, but you do kind of have to pick the pace up just a little bit here. Timeout situation. Aviators with 3. Leopards still with 3.
Yeah, probably most importantly, they got to get points on this drive.
J.R. Jackson to throw it deep. Overthrown it incomplete. Looking for Barton down there at the 30-yard line. Good coverage there by Louisville. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. They took a shot. I like the call. 2nd and short. You could take a shot. Didn't get it. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, it was hard to tell if it was just the wrong route or if he got tangled up, but he overthrew him by 10 yards or so. But like you said, it's 2nd and 3. You can take a shot like that and come back. 3rd manageable.
Here come the Aviators, 3rd and 3 at their own 42, going right to left. J.R. Jackson to throw, quick out, got a man caught. First down at 47, 48, out of bounds at the 48. First down, Aviators. That was Ravon Hawkins out of the backfield with the catch of the first down for Alliance.
We haven't said his name a lot tonight, but made a good play there. First down. Alliance keeps the possession alive and moving down the field.
Aviators going to go twins right, twins left. Out of the backfield. Here comes the blitz. Jackson got it out. Incomplete. Ravon looked upfield just for a second. Took his eye off it. He was ready to go. Pass harmlessly to the turf. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. 10:41 to go in the game. Still 24-13 Louisville. Here on AM 1310 WDPN. Check us out on all of our social media platforms.
Aviators lucked out there because it looked like it was a backwards pass.
Yes.
But the officials called it incomplete and then retained possession.
JR back to throw, slinging it deep. Got a man. First down inside the Louisville 40, down to the 38-yard line. That's another first down, and JR is heating up. Nicholson with a catch and another Aviator 1st and 10. Bottom of the 7th in Cleveland. Guardians scratching away now. Mariners 4, Cleveland 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Big one for the Guardians. I know you mentioned it.
Oh, it's sweeper. It's sweeper
die
bust.
chance. So it's an early playoff series for them.
Yep. Perry 36, St. Vincent St. Mary nothing. 3rd quarter. Back to throw, J.R. Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. They got him back at the 48-yard line. Owen Wilson and a loss of almost 11 on the play. That shows you the speed of Wilson because J.R. Jackson can move, and Owen was able to bring him down.
He's done just about everything tonight.
He has. I think he's come off the field.
Making plays on offense, making plays on defense, and like you mentioned, that's a a tough tackle to make in an open field, and it wasn't pretty, but he brought him down. And 2nd and 21 for Alliance.
JR to throw it again. Steps up in the pocket, right into his own man, bounces off of him, throws it out of bounds, and incomplete. 9:51 to go. Now Alliance, who had momentum, Caleb, they're starting to go the wrong way. 3rd down and 21 for the Aviators.
Yeah, this is a big play for the Aviators. If you want trying to get something out of this drive, you got to get it to 4th and manageable. Still 10 minutes left, 9:51 left to go.
St. Augustine 14, McKinley nothing in the first quarter. J.R. Jackson to throw, dumps it, caught. Hawkins 50, Ravon 45, Hawkins 40. Look at him go to the 35. Hawkins to the 33-yard line. That's a great run after the catch. Picked up 15 yards of the play. Now a big play coming up for both these teams. It's going to be a 4th down for Alliance. They're going to need 7 at the Louisville 34. Now, there's 9:22 left to go in the game. Leopards lead 24-13. Alliance must convert right here. 4 wides, twins each side. Hawkins, the lone setback, flag. Somebody was lined up wrong. And I think it's on Louisville.
Yeah, it looks like.
Ooh, boy, that's a big penalty. That'll make it 4th and 2.
73 was lined up in the neutral zone.
So that'll make it 4th and 2. Louisville kids can't believe it. Coach Kappas can't believe it either. Now the old explanation. 9:10 left to go in the game. 24-13 Louisville. We mentioned McKinley down 14-0 to St. Augustine. See what the nickname is of St. Augustine?
I didn't.
The Hermits.
Oh.
The Hermits are beating the Bulldogs. How does that happen? 14-0.
We got the explanation for both coaches, but they actually never signaled it.
They did not.
So we're assuming it's an offsides.
So 4th and 2 for Alliance. They need it. At the Louisville 29, J.R. Jackson scrambles, runs up the middle. I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be short by about a half a yard, and the Leopards are going to take over 1st and 10. That was Doherty on the tackle.
Yeah, what a tackle. And you're right. I think he's short by not much, but I don't. In the initial spot is short, but
Yeah.
We'll see. They have not signaled anything yet, and we may get a measurement.
They are going to bring a measurement. That looked short to me.
You know, if we were the NFL, which we're far from it,
I was just going to say
this
that.
would be over with. We'd look up and look at it and be done.
I was just going to say that. Good thing is, though, chains were close to the hash, and it is indeed going to be a stop, and the Leopards will take over 1st and 10. What a monstrous defensive play for Louisville. And the Aviators now are going to have to try to get the ball back with 8:55 left, and they're down 24-13. Post-game show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game on 1310 WDPN. And stick around. Social media after the ball game tonight and tomorrow. Caleb will have some quick interviews with. No, I won't say yet. The game's still in the balance. Catch up with one of the winning coach, the player that'll be up on our post a little bit later tonight or tomorrow. I'll say one thing: we got the game of the night.
Yeah. Louisville, big drive here. If you're able to put together a couple first downs, you can lead that clock out. So Alliance is trying to either get a turnover or get a quick possession.
Stouffer hands it off right side. Wilson got away once, didn't get away the second time. Fast brings him down at the 25-yard line. 8:37 to go in the ball game. Louisville in front by 11, 24-13 here at the University of Mount Union. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick with you tonight on 1310 WDPN. Again, lots of blowouts tonight, but we've had a very entertaining football game here. Well, I like these new monitors they put in here too. They used to be about yay big, and now we got nice ones in here now. Second down, 13. Wilson trying to go left. Got away from the tackle to the 20. Got to the 25. Wilson to the 27-yard line. Stayed in bounds, though. Good move there. The clock continues to run. Now, Alliance does have all three of their timeouts remaining. I don't think you want to start burning those,
And there's one of them.
Actually, there's a Aviator down at the 27.
Okay.
So official timeout was 7:49 left. Our first cramp of the night. How about that?
Yeah.
This time last week we had 30 of them. But much cooler tonight. We're in the upper 50s now. Very comfortable football weather. Great crowd here tonight. Mount Union holds around 6,000, maybe a tad over. I'd say we probably had about 4,000 or so here tonight. Good crowd on this Friday. Leopards are on their way, though, to 2-0. And next week they got Northwest. That's a big one. We'll see if Clint will switch us. We'll pick that one up. He can go up the streets for.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'll give it the old college try.
All right, big play for the Aviator defense here. Third down.
Any hope here? They need to stop right here, no doubt. 24-13 Louisville. With 7:49 left to go in the ball game. A lot of you just joining us on our WDPN X page. We appreciate you coming on board with us. Might have a fantastic finish here. You never know. Clock back into motion. 3rd and 10 Louisville at their own 28-yard line. Leopards going left to right toward the big scoreboard here at Larry Karras Stadium. Leopards in the all-white tonight. Aviators in the all-red with the powder blue helmets. Stouffer back to throw. Wilson. No, Stouffer back to throw. Oh, ball's intercepted by J.R. Jackson. Now, he would have been out of bounds. But what a great play by J.R. Alliance turns the Leopards away, and Louisville will bring the punt team in with 7:26 left. It's only a 24-13 game. So,
incomplete pass also stops the clock.
Oh, yeah, they're still hanging in there now. Are the Aviators of Coach Tim Goodman. I think this is his 6th year with the Aviator football program. Chris Kappas in his 3rd year for Louisville. 5th year for Coach Goodman. 4th and 10, Stouffer. He's going to throw it. First down, Leopards. Wow, across midfield to the Alliance 35-yard line. Anderson Kendall. What a call by Coach Kappas. A fake punt deep in your own territory. And boy, did they execute that to a T.
Well, they've only punted once today. They ran that same kind of rugby style. You mentioned it earlier.
Must have
the
saw
coach
something
must
on
have
tape.
saw something because he had no intention of ever kicking that one. He rolled out and number 4, Anderson Kendall, he got free and then picked up some yards after the catch, and that's a huge first down. The clock continues to run into the Alliance side of the field, and
boy, and it helps that your punter is your quarterback.
Yeah.
And the Leopards are going to call a timeout. Just a lot of excitement over here. And they said, you know what, let's call timeout and let's settle this down here a little bit.
They didn't have the right personnel on the field for what they wanted, and they did let the clock run down to the end of the play clock there, so they took it under 7 minutes. And
so 6:54 to go in the ball game. Louisville 24, Alliance 13 here at the University of Mount Union, Karras Stadium. This has been a lot of fun here tonight. McKinley still trails St. Augustine at halftime at Benson, 14-0. The Bulldogs will get the kickoff to start the 3rd quarter of play. Yeah, some of the games have ended already because they were in a running clock mode. I imagine Maslin was doing that to Glen Oak. Last week, what did we see there was like 44-3 or something.
Yeah,
So the Tigers will bounce back and go to 1-1. Glen Oak, man, tough start for them. 0-2.
44-10 was the final.
44-10. All right, here we go. Stouffer in the gun, 1st and 10. Going to run it, 35. Gabe gets out of a tackle, and he gets down to the Alliance 32-yard line. That's put the finishing touches on him down there, but Gabe Stouffer was able to run around and pick up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Stick around, post-game show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. And a shout-out to Friends and Family Credit Union, proud sponsors of our Friends and Family Credit Union timeouts. Friends and Family Credit Union, it's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. Alliance is looking at that scoreboard saying, slow it down. 6:10 left to go. Leopard 2nd and 6 at the fumbled snap. Stouffer picks it up, and he's drilled back at the 36-yard line. That's not what the doctor ordered for Louisville. Cash with the tackle. Cash Brisker. Love that name for Alliance number 7. I hope he makes 10 more tackles tonight. 3rd down and 11 now for Louisville at the Aviator 36-yard line. 5:43 left to go in the game. Leopards 24 and Alliance 13. Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick with you on this Friday night, 1310 WDPN. You can hear the Leopard tuba section getting into it down there to the right on the track here in the stadium. That looked a mess, and Coach Kappas saw it and called a timeout. They had guys in motion. They had guys moving around on the offensive line, and the Leopards call a timeout. Brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's a good time to bring a friend into the family. 24-13 Louisville. Appreciate you hanging out with us here on this Friday night. 1 week from tonight, we'll be in Streetsboro. The Streetsboro Rockets will welcome in the Alliance Aviators. Pre-game at 6:30 and the kick at 7 right here on AM 1310 WDPN. Tell you what, not many people left here tonight. Maybe a couple on each side.
Great crowd.
Yep.
Lots of excitement.
I'm glad these schools still play each other, even though the NBC days are over. Of course, the Leopards have been an independent the last several years, but I'm glad to see that they still get together on the gridiron every year. Home and home series. Next year they'll be over in Louisville. All right, here we go. Leopards 3rd and 11 now at the Aviator 36-yard line. Stouffer to throw. He's back to throw. He's going to throw it deep down the right side for DeMarzio. Did he catch it? No, incomplete. That was close.
It was.
That would have been a first
down.
down.
But I'm not sure he was in bounds.
Yeah, let's see. DeMarzio with
the defender was all over.
Ooh,
he
close.
Caught it. He kept the ball,
That's
but
close.
I think his knee was out of bounds before he controlled it. So the Louisville coaches are wanting a little bit of clarity on that one. But lots of hand shoving both ways, but no call. And 4th and 11 for
Good
the Leopards.
football. Good football play. Now, if this was the NFL, we'd have 19 different angles, 5 timeouts, 15 discussions.
Leopards are going to take their last timeout.
So another timeout.
Final Minerva. Coach Slates picks up his first win with Minerva, right? 23-8 over Crestwood.
All right, Zach, good job.
Been tough sledding for Minerva the last couple of years, but that's big. Get the 1-on-1 on the year.
And to bounce back after getting beat 35-0 a week ago, they pitched the shutout this weekend, Minerva. So congratulations to Zach Slates. First win as head coach of the Minerva Lions here in 2025. 5:18 to go in this one. Louisville 24, Alliance 13. Now the Leopards are out of timeouts. On the other side, Alliance has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. They might need them. All right. Well, this game has kind of slowed a little bit, hasn't it? I mean, we were moving.
Yes.
Our first half took an hour.
Yep. You have to imagine this is going to be a more optimal punt from Louisville, but I don't know.
Never know. Alliance has got to be thinking there's no way in the world.
Yeah, Alliance doesn't have anybody back. It looks like Louisville's going to go for it.
4th and 11, Leopards at the Alliance 36. Wide left, slot left, H-back left. Stouffer's going to throw. Stouffer's running out of time, running out of room, and throws it out of bounds, incomplete, and the ball goes back over to Alliance with 5:10 left to go, and the Aviators will go 1st and 10, down 24-13. I'll tell you what, man, there was nowhere for him to throw the ball. That's great coverage down.
Cash Brisker, the guy, your guy,
my man,
was pursuing Stouffer there. He flushed him out of the pocket, and there was just nowhere to go. He had a guy way down, but there's no way he could make the throw. And so the Aviators get the turnover on downs, which is what they needed.
All right, here we go. We wanted a little drama. Maybe we got it. 5:10 left. Aviators take over, down 11. 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. We'll see what J.R. Jackson and company can do with 5:10 left to go in the game, and they're down 11. Wide right, slot right, back to throw is Jackson. J.R. over the middle, intercepted at the 50-yard line. Picked off by the Leopards, 40, 35, 30, and still on his feet down to the 28-yard line. That might be the dagger. Quinn Burek with the interception, and the Leopards will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was. That's a tough one for the quarterback because it was a good pass on target. It went right through the receiver's hands into the safety was behind him and fell right into his lap, and then the return there. So Louisville will take over.
So 4:58 to go, and it's 24-13 Leopards, and Louisville will take over 1st and 10. Now, remember, the Aviators still have 3 timeouts, and they're probably going to have to use them on this series right here, you would think. Only 4:58 left, and you're down 11. Got to believe the Leopards are going to keep it on the ground. Stouffer in the gun. Wilson is safe back. Stouffer will keep it. He'll run it. 25. Gabe delivers the hit, and he's taken down at the 22 by J.R. Jackson. There's another penalty flag. That's going to be on Alliance, and another unsportsmanlike penalty for 15 yards.
That was just...
That's their 3rd one tonight at least.
Yep, and that one, I'm not sure what happened, but unfortunately a cheerleader almost got taken out. She was able to get out of the way, but the Louisville defender Louisville offensive player ended up probably 10 or so yards off of the field onto the track.
Dead ball foul, personal foul, Louisville. Dead ball foul, personal foul, Alliance. No offset, and we'll start over. 4:47 left to go in the game. 24-13 Leopards. Here in the 4th quarter from Mount Union. Alliance at Streetsboro next Friday night here on 1310 WDPN. And then the following week we will be at Marlington for Louisville and the Dukes. That is going to be a tight press box.
After all that, the scoreboard says 1st and 10, but I think it's going to be 2nd and 5.
It is 2nd and 5. You're right. Aviators are showing blitz. Here they come. Stouffer's got the ball. He's going to run right, and he will stay in bounds as he's corralled down at the Alliance 23-yard line. So Stouffer did well to stay in bounds. Remember, Alliance does have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. And we're down to 4:26 left to go in the game. Leopards in front, 24-13. Leopards with the ball on the right hash here at the Alliance 23-yard line. They're going to go Twins boundary. Tight right is Baker. Stouffer in the gun. Stouffer's going to run right again, and the Aviators are going to whack him at the 27, and a penalty flag was fired in from 30 yards back by the back judge.
If you're Alliance, you want to decline this, otherwise they're going to run more clock off.
So this is going to be holding on Louisville. So 4:02 left. And if you're Coach Goodman now.
The field goal here is not the end of the world. It's still a 2-score game.
That's true. That's true.
I would let them stay where they're at, save the clock, and make them kick a 37-yard field goal.
Let's see. Where the ball's going to be? Well, right now it's at the 23.
Not getting many signals from the officials.
No, they're
the down box says 4th down. Official says 4th down from the 25. 42-yard field goal. So
might be a little far.
I think Louisville's going to go for it, but the clock.
Yeah. So after all that, 4th and 7, Louisville at the Alliance 25-yard line. 24-13 Leopards. We've cracked the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter of play. Leopard's going to go trips left, tight right. Stouffer in the gun. Stouffer back to throw. He looks over the middle. Caught at the 11 and a first down. That's a heck of a catch.
Quinn Burek.
Check this out on replay. Oh, he took a hit too, and he held onto the ball with his right arm, kind of cupped it.
What a great catch.
And a first down.
I mean, Stouffer threw him open, but he took a hit, and he held on first down, and you would think that would be enough for Louisville. Alliance probably. We'll see what happens here if they want to call a timeout or not.
Well, they still got 3 in their back pocket, but now it's 1st and 10 Louisville at the Aviator 11. Stouffer is going to run it. Oh, and he slipped and fell. That's going to be another. Oh, no. Boy, I thought the official was going to reach in and pull that flag out.
Yeah.
That would have been another 15-yarder, although half the distance, but still. Stouffer had a lane, Caleb. He could have maybe got that inside the 5 at least.
It was, and I agree with the no call there. I think the defender was on his knees.
Yeah.
He couldn't stop his momentum, but unfortunately Stouffer took a lick after he fell down, so.
Well, how about Alliance not using their timeouts?
Yeah.
We're down to 2:43 to go. 2nd and 9, Louisville at the Alliance 10-yard line. Leopards up by 11, going left to right. Stouffer, they run the same play the last 5 snaps. Stouffer to the 5, to the 4, lowers his shoulder, and he goes down to the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, Louisville, and now the Leopards are looking for the knockout punch right here. Going to mark him at the 1. The only thing he did wrong, he went out of bounds. That's the only thing he did wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you're Louisville, you almost don't want to score here, but
yeah, you'd like
really hard to not take the points.
If you can go 31-13.
And it looks like they're going to quarterback
Stouffer going to quarterback keep, but he's trying to pound his way to the goal line. Stouffer, did he get in? No, he did not. And Coach Goodman still not using those timeouts, so the clock continues to tick down here. We're down to 2:13.
The inside of 2 minutes here.
Leopards 2nd and goal with the Alliance 1 again, looking for the dagger here. They lead 24-13. Now we are under 2 minutes to go. Clock running in the fourth quarter. Burek tight left, Baker tight right. There's going to be a little wedge. Run right up the middle to the goal line. Did they get in? Officials say yes. Touchdown Louisville with 1:46. That should do it. Leopards 30 and the Aviators 13. I think that was Owen DiMarzio.
That's what it looked like. There was a big old pile.
Yeah, for sure was.
There was about 22 guys within 8 yards, so it was hard to tell, but touchdown for the Leopards.
So Alliance now really behind the 8 ball, down 30-13 with $1:46 left to go. And for Bonbon for the extra point for Louisville. Stowe for the hold. Good snap. Kick is blocked. And we'll take a timeout. 1:46 to go in the game. Louisville 30, Alliance 13. We'll be back with more high school football on 1310 WDPN.
Craving something fresh in Alliance? Head to Pulp, where every day starts with in-house fresh squeezed juices, packed with real fruits and veggies. Need a boost? Try our wheatgrass or ginger shots. Small shots, big energy. Hungry? We've got you covered with crave-worthy bowls and wraps, loaded with flavor and made fresh just for you. Come visit us on 450 West State Street in Alliance. Healthy never tasted this good. Fresh flavors made just for you.
This is head coach Chris Kappas from Louisville High School. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, Coach, thank you. Back here in Alliance, Sam Berkman, Caleb Norick, AM 1310 WDPN. 30-13 Leopards with a $1.46 left to go in this ball game. Post-game show coming up at the conclusion of our game. Oh, here we go, Caleb. Going to the top of the ninth in Cleveland. Mariners 4, Guardians 3. Mariners led 4-0 in the first. They haven't scored since. The Guardians need that one. There's the kickoff. Hawkins lets it go, scooped up at the 13-yard line. Burton coming back all the way across the field to the 15, and the Leopards are going to bring him down at the 15-yard line. So the Aviators will take over first and 10 with 1:41. Again, pushing and shoving. The officials had to step in. The Alliance will take over first and 10, but they're down 17 with 1:41 left to go.
Yeah, if you're Coach Kappas here, your coaching is keep everything in front of you. Yards don't matter here, and do not get the penalties. Right, even right there, that pushing and shoving. You don't want to help them out with some free ones. So keep it in front of you. Keep your head screwed on tight here, and make some sound tackles, and the Leopards will be 2-0 if they can do that.
Little drama now. West Branch 21, New Philly 13. Pass in the flat. Martin's got it. Skedaddles out of bounds at the 18 for a pickup of 4. We'll see if the Warriors can hold on. Final Perry 36, St. Vincent St. Mary nothing. Hoover 42, Medina 17. Fitch beat Jackson 41-13. Lake over Boardman 48-20. That is a final. JR to throw it again. Jackson steps up in the pocket, little shimmy, and here he goes. He's to the 20, breaks the tackle at the 25, and JR Jackson's got a first down at the 28-yard line. 1:29 to go. The Aviators got to get to the line and hurry. Jackson to throw again on a first down. Throws it out here in the flat. It's caught at the 30. Breaking away at the 35, 36, 37. It's a gain of 8 yards on the play. Nice catch over here by Barton. But the clock is ticking on Alliance. 105, 104, second down and 1 coming up. Jared Jackson's up to the line. 4 wides. Jackson looking to the right. The left-hander rolling to the right. The left-hander fires. Is that a catch? Yes. First down. What a grab. At the 47-yard line. Great catch.
Yeah, man, he reached into the sideline, brought that ball back.
That was Jaron Blair?
Jaron Blair.
Wow, what a catch.
Got both feet in. NFL-style catch there. And moving the ball.
Here come the Aviators. 53 seconds left, but they're down 17. J.R. Jackson to throw it again. He's looking. He's running. He's tucking. He's running. Spun out of bounds at the Louisville 44. You smell something burning?
Smells like it.
Just me? And as he looks at the equipment. Don't do that.
I don't see smoke, so it may not be our problem.
No, it does smell like something's. Hopefully everything's okay. I guess we'll find out if it isn't. Pass caught. Jackson goes it to Barton. He's going to be taken down at the 35. It's another first down for Alliance. 30-13 Leopards. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Louisville on their way to a 2-0 start. And Alliance will drop the 1-1. Jackson to throw it again. Pumps it, throws it, caught at the 31, down to the 30. That's going to be a gain of 5 yards on the play. Aviators are just going to eat the rest of these timeouts, it looks like. And we're down to the final 15 seconds in this one. Jackson throws it. Caught down at the 11-yard line. First down, Aviators. But only 8 seconds left to go. And Coach Goodman deciding not to call that timeout. Clock back into motion in 4, at 3, at 2, at 1. Jackson, this will be the last play of the game. JR looks, he fires, he throws. Incomplete. And that's the end of the ball game here at the University of Mount Union. The Louisville Leopards with a big win here tonight. Your final score, Louisville 30 and Alliance 13. We'll take a break and come back with the postgame show. You're listening to High School Football on AM 1310 WDPN.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs, Rex in the Morning on AM 1310, inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning, it's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is high school football on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
All right, welcome back. You can hear the Louisville alma mater in the background because the Leopards are winners. Final score, Louisville 30 and Alliance 13. Leopards now go to 2-0 on the season, and Alliance drops to 1-1. Aviators will be at Streetsboro next Friday. We'll have it on 1310 WDPN. Leopards will take on Northwest next Friday. That ball game will be on our FM Q92. Well, I think Louisville kind of wore Alliance down a little bit, maybe in that fourth quarter, Caleb. I mean, we were stuck on 21-13 for a while, and then the Leopards got that big score there at the end with about a couple of minutes to go. Stouffer played really well at quarterback. Burek, Seaman, the defense. I mean, I think if you hold Alliance to 13, I think you're doing something really well, and they certainly did that tonight, did the Leopards.
They did, yep. They gave up yards, but they forced 2 turnovers, fumble and the interception, and might have even been 3 turnovers. There's one at the end there. So, yeah, I mean, overall, if you're Coach Kappas, you're happy about that. Offense, put points up. They didn't turn the ball over. They did it. They had turnover on downs, but of course there's things to work on. Special teams was not great today for Louisville. Kickoff out of bounds, missed an extra point. But those are all things that you can work on as you get better and get ready for Northwest. I think they're back home finally next week.
Yeah.
So that's always exciting for Alliance. You know, they first half played really well, moved the ball down the field. They scored points. Second half, they just could not get anything going offensively. And, of course, turning the ball over didn't help. And once you get behind them like that, then your offense is – that last drive was probably their best drive of the second half, but It was too little too late.
Final score, 30-13. Louisville 2-0. Alliance drops to 1-1. We will take our final break, and we'll come back and we'll give you all the scores before we bid you adieu. You're listening to High School Football on AM 1310 WDPN.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them, and we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back here at Alliance, Mount Union, Larry Karras Stadium, Sam Berkman, Caleb Norton, 1310 WDPN. Thanks for checking us out on all of our social media platforms tonight as well. And it's a final 30-13 in favor of Louisville. They are 2-0. The Flyers go to 1-1. All right, let's take care of a little business here. I'm almost afraid to look. Bottom of the ninth. Seattle 4, Cleveland 3. Nobody out. Guardians with a runner at second base. So see if they can make a little magic happen here in the late goings up at Progressive Field. College football tonight. Michigan State beating Western 23-zip in the fourth. Kansas 26, Wagner 7. Illinois beats Western Illinois, beating them in the fourth quarter, 31-0. Georgia Tech 13, Colorado 10. Auburn leads Baylor late first half, 17-10. Some high school scores. Final just in. West Branch beat New Philly tonight by the score of 21-13. Lake over Boardman 48-20. It was Fitch 41, Jackson 3, Perry 36, St. V nothing. Hoover 42, Medina 17. CVCA Canton South 42-14, Massillon 44, Glen Oak 10. And St. Augustine leads McKinley right now by the score of 14-0. That's in the third quarter over at Tom Benson. All right, Caleb's got it pulled up on his phone. Come on now. Get that runner home and let's tie this thing up. 4-3. Mariners over the Guardians. Cleveland with a runner on second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Let's see here. Oh, I want to shout out Beatty Sports, proud sponsors of our Beatty Sports Unsung Heroes of the Game. And for the week of practice leading up, Lucas Neff for Louisville this week, and for Alliance it was Tino Horton. Congratulations. And each of those young fellows will pick up a really cool T-shirt courtesy of our good friends at Beatty Sports. Shout out to Brian Beatty, one of our good dudes, one of our broadcasters on Q92. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's always a good time to bring a friend into the family. By RG Drag. Learn, earn, and succeed. And the Guardians have tied the game in the bottom of the 9th inning. Okay, 4-4. And a runner to third. Maybe we get a walk-off here tonight.
Loop job
in the bottom of the 9th inning. Holy cow.
Nolan Jones play at the plate. They threw it away, so Rocchio goes all the way to third.
Outstanding. Boy, you got to think
no outs.
They got to get him in here, right?
Quan coming up.
Got to get him in. That was a little bleeder. Look at that. Wow. Late August, early September baseball.
I mean, he's out by a mile if he
is.
It, but
well, that's almost a little interference.
It is interference.
It is interference.
He's getting third either way.
Okay, good. So the Guards with a runner at third, and they got a chance to walk this baby off. It's a 4-4 tie. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Lisa's Dream Getaway, Robertson's, RG Drag, Pulp, of course, Friends and Family Credit Union. And we thank all you great folks for coming on board with us here in 2025 for high school football on 1310 WDPN. All right, that is going to wrap it up for us. Thanks to Caleb Norick, another outstanding job tonight, my man. We'll do it again next Friday. Thanks to all of you for listening and being with us tonight on 1310 and all of our social media platforms. And we'll reconvene next Friday in Streetsboro at 7 as Alliance will take on the Rockets of Streetsboro. Final score here from Mount Union. It was Louisville 30 and Alliance 13. Sam Berkman saying so long and good night from Larry Carrot Stadium. You've been listening to High School Football on AM 1310 WDPN. Have a great Labor Day weekend, everybody. So long.